between 1990 and 1998 in South Carolina and Missouri. The gun he used found in a drain inside the yogurt shop. The I Can't Believe It's yogurt shop was then set on fire. The fate of the state's drunk aggressive. All right, well, we're trying something new tonight. Yeah, we are, and I got to get the right thing on there. Let me hold on.
Consolidated for the 3-judge panel.
All right, let's see what I do with it. Hold on, stand by real quick. See, I've already screwed up.
Another spearheaded by the NAACP.
Believe that or not, right?
The new Republican-drawn maps intentionally.
All right, so we're supposedly streaming right now, right? So let's do this right here. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! All right, so we got to try this now, okay?
Even though they are a vast majority of the population.
The Attorney General's office plans to argue the maps weren't drawn racially, but by party affiliation in Austin.
I don't have a clue what I'm doing.
TSN
I'm just going to tell you that. All right, we're having fun, right? All right, so we are live. Here we go. Responding to the market for weight loss and obesity drugs. Oh my goodness, we even have words coming up, so that's hilarious. Okay. Texas open this morning. All right. Oh my goodness. All right, that's fine. We're not mad.
Headed out for coupons and then headed out to find their favorite part of the
But it's not showing us live on here, so we'll figure. Hey, but it's actually putting us on the words there, Tammy.
Always like the nachos.
But I gotta look up. I don't like that, so I gotta stay here.
Corny dogs.
Corny dogs. How they call that?
And to go along with all the great food here at the Great State Fair of Texas, they've got all the animals, the lambs, the sheep.
Watch this. You ready? Watch.
The petting zoo is open with some very tiny chicks. It's going to be a fun
day
at the State Fair of Texas. Russell Scott, TSN News.
Well, officials with Spectrum say they're working to restore internet and phone service to thousands of customers in Texas. Reports began. All right. Well, we're waiting for the news to finish, and then we're gonna go to Austin, through with the show. Okay. And they say the problem was caused by a stray bullet. And we'll be calling coaches. If this is your first time here, this is Cass County Radio, KALT, Sonic, America's Drive-In, High School Scoreboard and Coaches Show. We call coaches that win, and we go down the scoreboard and stuff. So we'll try to be all cool. Of course, we've got different things where we can look over going, right? Okay, but we're not going to do that. We're going to stay focused on this camera here. Put up a new banner so everybody can see it right there. And yeah, so we'll be running all over the place. Apparently, it's going to give you closed caption also, unless I find to turn it off. Which we may do that. I don't know, but we'll find out, right? Right now. So, but we'll be doing the scores in just a little bit, and of course I'll be looking up a little bit because the computer screen now is up above instead of here in front of me, but that's okay. We're not mad about it. All right? So yeah, we're just waiting for the news to finish up, and then we'll take over, and we'll roll with it, okay?
Reach out to Frankel and Frankel today at frankelfirm.com. That's FRENKEL firm.com. Principal Office, Dallas, Texas.
I got a lot more scores than that, Thomas.
Counts against former FBI Director James Comey. President Trump celebrating the indictment, charged with making false statements to Congress. This charge comes days before the statute of limitations was set to expire. Experts say seating an impartial jury would be tough. The Supreme Court allowing the president to withhold over $4 billion in foreign aid funding. Congress has until midnight September 30th to lock in a budget, or there will be a government shutdown. This week, Trump canceled a scheduled meeting with top Democrats. In Iowa, the Des Moines public school superintendent has been detained by federal immigration officials. Ian Roberts arrested by ICE for overstaying a student visa issued in 1999. Next star.
All right. So, oh, by the way, we're also we're on Facebook, and we're on Roku, and we're on YouTube. Cass County Radio, KALT, and of course the description. We're here. So here we go.
The biggest artists.
The hottest tracks.
All in one place.
Cass County Radio, KALT AM 900 and 95.5 FM.
Cass County Radio, KALT. Good evening. Welcome to another Friday Night Lights, and it is the Sonic, America's Drive-In High School Scoreboard and Coaches Show, and we're excited to be here, and I hope everyone is well this evening. Big game right here for your Atlanta Rabbits, and we'll be talking about that in a little bit. And do I ever close? No, Veronica, I'm 24/7. Get it, girl. All right, good morning, good evening, Sue. Also, all right, well, we are doing a new system tonight, so it may look different from you. We're also streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and Roku. I mean, look, watch this. You ready? Watch this. Everybody pay attention that's on Facebook. We have another camera. That's right. All right, so there you go. I just thought I'd throw it out there. Plus, we've got the cool banner right there on the bottom right here where it says Friday Night Scoreboard, Sonic, Guernsey Holdings, and then, of course, our logo, Cass County Radio, KALT. Excited about that. I can take that off and do this right here. You ready? Watch this. Everybody get ready. Oh, wait a minute. I hit the right button. Okay, yeah, it just went off, and it's going to go off for you in just a minute, and get ready. There it goes. It's off. Now I'm going to put it back on because it looks better. All right. Well, welcome to a late night of high school football. I'll get about 4 hours sleep, and I'm not mad about it. We'll be all right. Hello, Gladys. All right. You know what? I'm ready to go ahead and start with the scores. Are you guys ready? I am ready. So let's go ahead and start with the scores. We're going to start in 5A Division 2. 5A Division 2. Let's go.
Are you ready?
Let's check the latest scores on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic Highway 59, Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
All right, here we go. We got Bernie leading Alamo Heights 37-28. Melissa leading Anna by 10. Argyle on top of Colleyville Heritage 45-35. Love that kind of score right there. Belton and Cuero up 42-37. Gilmer having a rough year. Brenham 49-7 over Gilmer. Hidalgo trails Brownsville Lopez 31-21. I've also got Corpus Christi Carroll on top of Toulouse Midway 28-7. And let's go to the Dallas area real quick. How about Crandall and Corsicana 31-27. But Dallas Jefferson blanks Dallas Jefferson 34-0. Yikes! All right, yeah. So Seagoville in the first half. It looks like they're still in the first half. 14-13 Dallas Samuel. That's right. And let's see what else I've got going on here. I've got Kaufman and Terrell. Terrell leads that one 49-14. Terrell having a good year this year. Plainview, where Jeannie Moreno is from, 37-22. David Lewis is out that way also. How about Mount Pleasant? They're up 14-0 over White House. This could be big for them because, why not? Right? Splendora falls to Nederland. The game's not quite over, but it's 56-6. I don't see a comeback coming anytime soon, right? Right. All right. So there you go. That is 5A Division 2. We're going to drop down to 4A Division 1. All right, 4A Division 1. Let's go to that scoreboard now.
Are you ready?
Let's check the latest scores on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic Highway 59, Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
All right, and I am going to try to keep up with you guys on Facebook also because it is not easy doing both things at the same time, all right? So if you guys have jumped on, somebody's jumped on and I've not spoke to you, and I'm not ignoring you. All right, Sam says, let's hear some scores. We doing it, Sam. All right, now, again, we are in 4A Division 1. Let's go with it. Glenrose trails. Glenrose just scored. Alvarado, 55, Glenrose, 50. Sulphur Springs, big win tonight. Once again for them, 45-14. This is 4A Division 1. All right, so we'll get there in just a little bit to the other ones that we're more interested in, right? Big Spring over Snyder, 51-34 in the fourth quarter. China Spring not trailing. It just went final. Brownwood, 20-10 over China Spring. How far they have fallen. Canyon over Piedra Vista, New Mexico, 49-13. Salina and Frisco Panther Creek knotted up 21-21 right now in the fourth quarter. Interesting there. Dallas Carter on top of North Dallas, 44-3. Salina just scores in the fourth quarter, up 27-21, pending an extra point. All right, Dallas Kimball over Dallas Roosevelt, 14-6. All right, you want to get a little closer? How about Dumas and Bushland? They're a little closer, right? 37-14, Dumas over Bushland. Big win for them. All right, and Uvalde. That's not real close to us, but they lose to Fredericksburg 31-0. They get shut out. How about Henderson? Sheesh! 67-31 over Palestine. That's a big win, even though the game's not over, but, I mean, go ahead and write it down. Kilgore on top of Longview Pine Tree, just call them the Pine Tree Pirates, 35-7. That is a final right there. Big win for Kilgore. You've got Graham on top of Lake Worth, 35-10. Tyler Chapel Hill. Wow. What Tyler Chapel Hill's playing right now? You know what I mean? They're great. They dominate. But right here, they lose to Lindale, or they're losing to Lindale, 61-28. Lindale at home. And then, I hate saying this school name, but Atlanta fans will always remember them. Sealy, 42, Needville, 21. All right, so there you go. That is the final there. And let's see, who else in 4A Division I do we want to look at? How about Willis Point over Waxahachie Life in the fourth quarter, 28-7. And, yeah, that's good enough for me. All right, let's go down to 4A Division II because why not, right? Because we know more people in that division as we go, but we're going to be going down to 3A Division I shortly, and then we're going to start calling coaches. All right, let's go.
Are you ready? Let's check the latest scores on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic Highway 59 Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
All right, Athens falling to Waco Conley, 54-27. Belleville getting their bell rung by Columbus, 20-7. That's a final right there. Brock, big win for Brock, 56-9 over Prosper Richland. Bonham falls to Sanger, 63-6. Teague falls to Bullard, 35-20. Van with a big win over Brownsboro, 57-18. Burke Burnett. You know, I keep up with them because they're a baseball school, right? Because they can't play football. They lose to Jacksboro 62-7. I hate it. Canton, those Canton Eagles. We'll be talking to Coach Regal later. 61-20 over Rusk. Big win for them, of course. And Carthage on top of Jasper, 42-0. Coach Surratt from Cass County. Madisonville over Center, 21-14. Let's see. Gainesville falls to Farmersville, 49-13. And let's see, Belton, they lose to Cuero, 50-43. I told you about that one earlier, I believe. I did. Gilmer falls to Brenham, 49-7. Yikes. Mineral Wells falls to Godley, 42-21. And then you had Robinson on top of Hillsborough, 70-42. And Kemp falls to Rice, 29-6. Navasota on top of LaGrange, 65-27. All right, and I am looking. There they are. North Lamar falls to Quinlan Ford, 63-18. And Pittsburgh, winners over Dallas Christian School. That is a private school. You know, the best recruiting allowed around, right? But Pittsburgh at home wins that one 20-17. And I tell you what, that new coach is doing a great job there in Pittsburgh, and we'll reach out to him. Silsbee falls to Hitchcock, 37-16. And where are they? There they are. Pleasant Grove over Sunnyvale, 42-30. That was number 2 versus number 6. And it was at number 6 home for Sunnyvale. All right. Let's see. Is that it? I think that's all we're going to do right now. All right. Let's go to 3A Division 1. 3A Division 1. I think you guys know somebody from that area, right? Let's go.
Are you ready? Let's check the latest scores on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic Highway 59 Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
All right, in the third quarter, I don't know how they're still in the third quarter, Anahuac over Kirbyville, 55-35. You've got Atlanta, and their defense played lights out. 5 interceptions, 3 for Simmons, and 2 for Eli Mitchell. But Eli Mitchell was getting called out everywhere. And we're going to be talking to Coach Morton in just a little bit on that, okay? And so there we go. We'll talk about that in just a little bit. All right, let's see. Who else do we have in 3A Division I? We had Peacer over Bowie, 27-0. You had Cameron Yo over Messia, 42-24. Bushland falls to Dumas. I told you about that one earlier. Buna falls to East Chambers, 21-14. Boyd loses by 3 at home to Ponder, 32-29. And Muleshoe is losing right now to Clyde, 54-49 in the fourth quarter. We'll keep an eye on that. Winsboro gets throttled. All right, they barely get out of hooks last week, and they get throttled tonight, 51-13 at home. And I bet there's a lot of people upset right now about that. So, wow, I'm shocked. I'm just going to say that. Palmer over Dallas A-Plus Academy, 56-16. Pottsboro winners, they're leading 52-49 over Dallas Life Oak Cliff in the fourth quarter. All right, let's see. Fairfield over McGregor in the fourth quarter, 61-14. Emory Reigns over Eustis, 29-20. And let's see. Jefferson falls to Gladewater at home. Jefferson was at home. They lose 28-27. They might have gone for 2, or they went for the extra point and it got blocked, or they missed it. I mean, you never know, right? Let's see. Silsby falls to Hitchcock, 37-16. I think I told you that already, but I don't mind repeating myself. Van Horn gets shut out by Kermit, 54-0. All right. Marion over Poteet, 50-20. Maypearl in the fourth quarter trails Troy, 39-31. Shiner over Luling, 48-7. Mineola falls to Mount Vernon, 50-20. I say that, it's in the fourth quarter, but 50-20, Mount Vernon at home. Big win right there for them. Tatum, guess what? They can win a ball game. They beat Sabine 45-10. Coach Keeling's got to feel pretty good. Wall in the fourth quarter leads Sweetwater 28-0. All right, and then you've got, I told you about Bullard over Teague, 35-20. Let's see, anybody else really? I don't know. But you know what? I think I'm ready. I think we're ready. Lights out. Good night. Hey, Luana. All right, we're going to go ahead and call Coach Morton, because, and then we'll go to some other divisions and look at those scores, all right? Yeah, that's what we're going to do, all right? Sounds good to me. I think that's a great idea, all right? That's just me. So let's go ahead and the ones that aren't here yet, too bad, so sad, we're calling them right now. So here we go right now.
Now let's go to the phone lines and talk to a winning coach on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic, Highway 59's Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
All right, his phone is ringing right now. He may answer, he may not. I don't know. Maybe still trying to get out of White Oak. But if he does answer, I don't know if he's there. Yep, he's not there right now, so we'll try to call him in a minute. All right, you know who we're going to try then? Because this guy keeps his phone on him all the time. So we're going to go ahead and go straight to Coach Regal right now. How about that? Let's go to it. All right, let's go to it. Let's call Coach Regal of Canton. Big win for them. Let's do it.
Now let's go to the phone lines and talk to a winning coach on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic, Highway 59's Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
Man, are these coaches not having their phone on them tonight? Are they trying to work me? Is that what it is? I don't know. Well, maybe we should just go down the scoreboard some more. What do you guys think? Yeah. Sorry I missed your call. Yeah. All right. So we'll hang up on him, and then we'll call. This is a great way to start the show. I'm just going to tell you that right now. Great way to start the show. All right. But that's okay. We're not mad. How about Florida State going down tonight in double overtime? Oh my. All right. So with that, let's go ahead. Let's go back to the scoreboard, and we're going to do 3A Division 2. All right, 3A Division 2. We can do that. All right. So let's go.
Are you ready? Let's check the latest scores on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic Highway 59 Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
All right, let's go ahead. 3A Division 2, Newton over Anderson Shiro, 62-7. Boom! Guess what? We're going to do it. See, this is what I love when coaches call me back. All right? So, with that, let's do it.
Now let's go to the phone lines and talk to a winning coach on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic Highway 59's Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
That's right, Sonic, America's Drive-In. They are the proud sponsor of the High School Scoreboard and Coaches Show. And our first coach of the night, big win for the Canton Eagles, now 5-0 at Rusk on the road. They're driving home right now. Big win, 61-20. I know they scored on their opening drive, Rusk did, and then you guys shut them out.
Yeah, yes, sir. It was a big win for us. Jumped out. They made a big play, the first play of the game. We missed a couple tackles. They scored, and then we scored 34 unanswered after that to get us to half.
That's right.
So, big night for us for sure offensively.
All right. So, by the way, on the phone line with me, I guess I could have introduced him. I mean, I know who it is, but it's Coach Regal, the athletic director, head football coach of the Canton Eagles, and now 5-0. And let me just say this. You're getting a lot of guys playing time when you jump out to a lead like that.
Absolutely. We had a bunch of different guys catch the ball. I think our freshman night had 3 touchdowns catching. So and we got 2 or 3 other guys that are older than him that's done well this year. So it just shows our depth. We got receiver, and Court Ray was unbelievable throwing the ball tonight.
Well, I'm going to say this. This is a good way to finish up Phase 1. Phase 2 starts up in 2 weeks because you guys are actually taking a week off next week. What's up with that?
We get a little bye week, a little R&R. We need it. We need to heal up, and then it really starts counting. You're 5-0 or 0-5. That's when it starts to matter.
That's right. That's right. Because now, next week, you heal up, like I said. You study up. Get ready to start looking at Kemp, who took one on the chin tonight. They lost. What'd they lose to? They lost to Rice, or they're losing to Rice right now, I should say. Let me say that. I don't put the cart before the horse. But the Yellow Jackets. That's who you're taking on next. But you get a week off, and let me ask you something. What are you going to do next week?
We'll take Monday, we'll watch the film with the kids. We'll give them tomorrow off, so they're going to come in for film, so they get to sleep in, and then we'll practice Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and enjoy a little 3-day weekend. I'm going to go watch my daughter play a little volleyball tomorrow and enjoy some family time for once.
That's right. Being an athletic director, people forget you guys are human. You have actual lives to contend with, right?
No doubt.
Go get a job, coach! Yeah. So, how are you feeling right now going in with a week, with a bye coming up, and then district play starts the following week? So 2 weeks from now, district play starts. Sunnyvale loses to Pleasant Grove at home, and it looked like an interesting game, but anyway, in Sunnyvale, we know that that's kind of the strong, one of the strong teams along with you guys, and then then you got a couple other guys. But how does it feel to be in the position you are right now, 5-0? You don't have a lot of major injuries. And, you get the ones that are bumped and bruised up, healing up, and then you're going to be full force when district starts.
We're pretty good. We definitely would have signed up for the year started to say, hey, we'll sign this to be 5-0 and play the way we played for the most part. Play pretty well. So there's still a lot of growth to do, but we're in a good position going into district. We're about to have some big-time games coming, that's for sure.
Well, you've had 2 shutouts, and then, of course, I'm going to assume, I hate that word, but I'm going to assume the last 13 points they scored was on the second string defense?
Well, they got some on our stars. They busted. We had a 3rd and 20 on the last one, and they got a cat daddy, and he caught it. And he made a couple miss and went and got it down there. And really just one drive, they put about 4 or 5 plays together. Besides that, it's 2 big plays. You miss some good tackles on some good athletes, and that's what happens. So we gotta be ready. We just get to Sunnyvale and Quinlan Ford and people like that. We can't miss tackles. We gotta play better a little bit in space.
All right. Well, I know that you take a lot of pride in that defense. So, what is that? 41 points you've allowed in 5 games. That's a little more than 8.3 points. 8.3 points per game. That's not a bad average.
Not a bad average. I think we finished at 11 last year, and I'm still mad about that kick return.
Yeah, I knew you were.
I got to deal with them. I ain't letting my kickoff team get that one.
Yeah, well, you got to hold them. You got to hold their feet under the fire. All right, so let's see how good my math is. 135 plus 108, so 243 points scored. That's not bad. I don't think.
Not bad.
Not bad. Yeah, that's not bad at all.
What Coach Yadiskis did with our offense and with these young guys, just the run and throw. Last game was 400-something yards rushing. I don't know what the stats were tonight, but I would bet it's probably over 300 to 400 passing. So probably flipped the distance tonight.
All right. Well, you said that Court had a good night throwing the ball.
Good night. I hadn't seen the official stats, but I think he probably had 6 passing touchdowns. So he really threw it well, and just a lot of different guys made plays for us.
Nice. I like hearing that. So, and of course, your defense is playing well. I mean, everything's going your way. And like I said, getting a bye, getting full strength, good and healthy, and all that, and that is good stuff right there.
Absolutely. We'll just keep working through the bye and getting better on some fundamentals and get ready for district.
All right, so you'll be here next Friday night in studio with me, right?
Next Friday night, unless I find a team before, I'm probably going to be kicked back watching about 5 different games on my computer.
I got you. I wouldn't want to hang out with me either, so that's okay. All right. Well, hey, enjoy your time tomorrow with your daughter at the volleyball game. And, like I said, you are human, all right? So, and one thing I love, so Coach Regal and I are friends on Facebook, and one thing that happens after the game is his wife and the kids are on the field, and they hold up like 4, but tonight you guys held up 5 because you're 5-0, right?
We got 5. We got 5-0. I'm gonna give my youngest daughter a hard time. She's had to stay at home with cousins and stay the night, so she missed out on the picture. So I'm gonna give her a hard time.
Absolutely, do not cut her any slack. Man, what is wrong with her? All right. Well, hey, Coach Regal, again, enjoy your weekend, enjoy the moment, and then get ready to play in a couple weeks, and we'll talk again. Okay?
That was good. Thank you, Jim.
All right, take care. All right, that is Coach Regal, the head coach of the Canton Eagles, now 5-0. And I just got a text message from another coach, and he says, hey, man, I'm ready. So we're going to reach out to this coach right now, and we're going to get after it. I'm telling you, we're ready. Are you guys ready? I'm ready. You guys need to get a little more excited than what you are right now. All right, so let's go.
Now let's go to the phone lines and talk to a winning coach on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic, Highway 59's Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
All right, so we're going to go out and talk to Coach Morton, who's trying to get out of White Oak and hit the road and come on back to Cass County. Coach Morton, how are you this evening?
I'm doing well, Jim.
Woo! That second half was exciting.
Yeah, it was. We challenged our kids at halftime to go play to our standard, and they answered the bell. I couldn't be more proud of them.
Man, I listened to the game. So Simmons had 3 interceptions, and Mitchell had 2. Both of them had a pick 6.
That's right.
And
those 2 plays kind of broke their back.
Absolutely.
Kind of turned the tide of the game.
And here's the thing. You talked about this at the coaches show Monday about your guys need to figure it out when it's time to put somebody away, put them away. The defense stood up, stood strong, and hardly bent, and then bowed up and said, okay, enough's enough. Big night. So before the interceptions and stuff, I kept hearing Eli's names just rattling off left and right. So, I kind of like Eli. I'm a big fan of Eli. But he had a big night, but man, a bunch of guys had a big night on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, we rotated a lot more guys on the defensive line. I thought that everybody who got in there stepped up, especially in the second half. You know, the thing about it is this, the start of the game, we come out and we make them go 3 and out. They punt the ball. We're moving the football. We have a bad false start on a shift they get on us up front. I thought when their guys said go and makes our, right guard and fullback, H-back jumps, we go 3rd and 8, have to punt, and then we stop them again and we muff a punt. And just not a smart play.
Right.
But we weathered the storm. That was the message to our guys. We're going down here to play football. We're not going for a WWE match. We're not going for a debate or talk. We're going down here to play football for 4 quarters. And if we just play our game, play our standard, we're going to be fine. And that's what we did in the second half.
Absolutely. About the 9:15 mark in the third quarter is when it all changed. And, hey, you and I both said it Monday night, Ludlow, or Monday, or whatever day we had the coach show. I think it was Monday. I don't know. Ludlow is a great quarterback. I mean, he is. But
he's a very good player. He's a 4-year starter. That was their best team. That's kind of the team they thought that was going to have a chance to do something this year. And they're not bad, man. Their kids were tough defensively. They tackled us better than I thought they would. That's not a bad football team, but we just found a way.
Well, I mean, you're a defensive guy first and foremost, right?
I am.
And I know you're sitting back. Coach Whaley's doing a great job. I know you put some input into it, if asked or if you see something. And I love the way, in all the years past, the defense has been good, okay? But right now, it's got an opportunity to be great. And I'm not trying to put the cart before the horse because, this is the first district game of the season. This is a big, big deal.
Absolutely.
And I think the offensive side of it is doing well, considering, that 2-point conversion, I thought that was a big play where the fake and Thompson rolls out on the bootleg and dumps it off to McKinney. I thought that was huge. The team is getting better, and as the defense gets better, the offense is trying to catch up, and I love it.
Absolutely. And, the thing is, we know what our identity is. Our identity is we're going to run the football, play defense, and great special teams. I thought the special teams did a great job tonight. Coach Mack had those guys ready to go, and that was a big factor for us. We did a great job on kickoff coverage and punt coverage and pinning them. And then we're not able to get an onside kick on us. We did a great job in the return game. It was a 3-phase win tonight. And when you play a district game, that's what it's got to be.
Yeah, absolutely. Now let's talk about let's go ahead and look at next week. I know. I'm not trying to say forget this game because you and I are going to still talk about it Monday. But next week, home game. Taking on the Jefferson Bulldogs, who lose a tough game at home, 28-27 to Gladewater.
Absolutely.
Coach Taylor, you've got big respect for him. He's got big respect for you. You guys know each other and all that. He had a great season last year, and he's looking to move forward and keep going. What do you? I know you've had to have a little peek, right? You've had a little peek at him, right? Yeah. What are you seeing out of them this year that may be different from last year?
Man, they're still a very tough, well-coached football team. Still a very physical football team. I just think they lost some real dynamic playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. When you lose to Cam Williams, who's a 2,000-yard rusher,
right? You
can't replace that guy. Now the guys they got at tailbacker, they're good players. They got good skill guys. I think that team they had last year was special. And the team this year is still a very, very good football team, and we're going to have our work cut out for us. They're not going to be easy out for anybody. I don't know what happened tonight in the Gladewater game, but credit to Coach Lewis and Gladewater. That's a big-time win.
Absolutely. Especially on the road.
Absolutely. That's a hard place to go in there and win.
Yeah. Well, I'm just tickled to death. We talked about it. A lot of people don't know, but this is the only game that you guys will play this year on grass.
That's right.
The Canton Eagles played at North Lamar 2 weeks ago, and they played on grass, and they were like, what in the world? It's different.
The grass affected us. It's just different. We felt like we were kind of running in mud in the first half. You know, we just couldn't get going. And, you know, in the second half, we just found our stride. We're able to close the game out. So.
Well, that's the important thing, is closing the game out, because, like I said, that is something you and I talked about on Monday, about putting them away. When the opportunity presents itself, do it. And they did tonight. That's right. And so, exciting. I still wish I was on your huddle so I could watch the game, watch the film, but that's okay. It was just exciting, and Dylan and Eric called the game tonight. Laney was out, but man, oh man, they did it justice. I'll say that.
Those guys do an incredible job. I really do.
Well, I'm excited. You guys are now 4-1, but the most important part is you're 1-0 in district play.
Yes, sir.
So,
hey, did you see that Mount Vernon score?
I did, 50-20.
Yeah, that's a good football team.
It is. It is a good football team. I agree with you. And that's what, you said that Monday also, because everybody said, oh, we should blow them out, and then, oh, we didn't play good. But you know what you're talking about. I mean, that's why you're still here, right?
That's exactly right.
That's right. All right, I want to remind everybody, Coach Tyler Morton will join me Monday morning, 10 a.m., right here on Cass County Radio, KALT, and we'll talk about tonight's game. We'll talk about the good, the bad, the ugly, and then we'll talk about the offensive, defensive, and special teams players of the night. Of course, I could speculate who it is, but I'm not, because I'm going to let them watch the film and let them make the final decision. And then I'll say I disagree with you, or, hey, that's a good call. But he'll say, I don't care what you think, Jim, because it's us. And then we'll talk about next week's game against the Jefferson Bulldogs.
Absolutely.
Sounds like a date, doesn't it?
Sounds good, man.
All right.
Yes, sir.
No holding hands, but I look forward to seeing you, okay?
Same here, Jim.
All right, Coach Morton, have a great weekend, okay?
You too. God bless. Go Rabs.
Yes, sir. Go Rabs. All right, there you go. There's Coach Tyler Morton. A lot of people go, man, you guys get after it sometimes. Well, we really don't. I enjoy Coach Morton. I think he enjoys me, and that's how it is. Yes, Christy, this is the new stuff. Like I said, we can go like this right here and change the camera, and I can look over there and look at it right there. I can also, I think this is the button, I think. Nope, that's not the right button. Here it is, right there. I can take it off. All right, so there you go. We'll go back to the other camera. Now, when we're doing the trading post, Cass County trading post, watch this. You ready? I can just do this, or I can throw the logo. Okay, wait a minute. Am I doing it right? I don't even know. Hold on. Okay, no, I didn't do it right. All right, here we go. You ready? There it is. I can put that on there all by itself. Here it comes. Get ready. The logo. It's got to catch up just a little bit. That's okay, because I'm a little fast forward. All right, so there's the logo right there, as you can see it. Let me see, right there, okay? And then, watch this. You ready? Here it comes. Get ready. Oh, my goodness. See, we can do that. So let me take this off. All right, there we go. You ready? Here it comes. The Trading Post. CassCountyRadio@gmail.com. All right, here it goes. You ready? Bam! Look at that graphic. Do you see it? It says 903-650-7358, CassCountyRadio@gmail.com. All right, so there you go. We got it. All right, and then I changed the banner out. This is no longer backwards where Judge Ransom comes in and goes. It's straight, okay? So I'm holding my left hand up right now, okay? But it looks like I'm holding my right hand up. But it is my left hand. Okay? All right, there you go. All right, well, we're going to take that graphic back off. See, I got to learn all this. So there it is. I just took it off, and now we're going to go S for scoreboard. All right, bam, there we go. All right, yes, Rabs had a great game, and just got the phone. Coach Morton, he did an excellent job right there. All right, you know what we're going to do? We're going to reach out to Coach Lewis. I think he deserves a conversation. All right, so let's reach out to Coach Jermaine Lewis. We're going to see. He's going to be like, "Who are you, dude?" And that's fine. That's fine. But we're going to do it anyways, okay? Because you only live once. All right? So let's go. Let's go to the phone line right now. All right, let's...
If you record your name and reason for calling, I'll see if this person is available.
Hey, Jim Davenport with Cass County Radio, High School Scoreboard and Coaches Show. Want to interview you for your big win. My phone number, 903-650-7358. 903-650-7358. Coach Lewis, congratulations.
Thanks, Jim Davenport. Please stay on the line.
All right, we're going to see. All right, here we go. Dun, 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 dun. All right, well, we're going to play the music. How about that?
Now let's go to the phone lines and talk to a winning coach on the
All right,
scoreboard.
here it is. Coach Lewis of the Gladewater Bears. How you doing, sir?
Hi, how you doing?
I am great. Well, I've had several coaches go, huge win. I'm like, I know it's a huge win. I'm going to reach out and talk to them. So congratulations. My name is Jim Davenport. I'm with Cass County Radio. We're a local radio station in Atlanta, and we call coaches that win. I don't bother coaches that lose, and I try to call as many. Do what?
I'm riding back with the offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator. So if you have any questions for them,
Oh.
ask any question you want.
Look at you. You say share it out, right? Share it with everybody.
I want to share it out.
Exactly. Well, who is your offensive coordinator? Let's go ahead and throw them out there.
J.R. Tatum.
All right, and your defensive coordinator.
Quentin Thomas.
All right, so here's my my question for you, Coach. 28-27 at Jefferson, which is a very hard place to play, number one, but to come out with a 1-point win. How are you feeling right now about your Bears?
I feel great. You know, the thing is, we won the game tonight on special teams. We kicked a few field goals, we got a few extra points, we pinned them deep, and we got an onside kick. So, credit to the kids of being bought in and doing some of the small things right.
Well, you know, the big thing is we're now in phase 2 of the season, district play. The first games are, you know, they're important. Don't get me wrong. Getting to know your team and getting everybody healthy and all that. And, you know, of course, you're battling for position still and all that. But then starting tonight, you go on the road and win big, 28-27. You know, I'd rather be in a game like this. You know, you may have more gray hair tonight, but I'd rather win like this than 60-0.
Oh yeah, no, it was a great win for the kids. You know, being down like 27-11 at halftime, making a few adjustments, and the kids believing in what we do. You know, I said just coaching the small details and doing them things daily, and it paid off today.
Well, I was speaking to Coach Morton earlier from Atlanta, and he goes, Jim, that is a big, big win for Coach Lewis. And I said, oh, yeah, I'm going to be reaching out to him. So I'm excited for you guys. Of course, next week you guys are at home taking on the Sabine Cardinals. And, you know, and understand when I say this, they're 0-5 on the season, but that doesn't matter. It's still district play. You still got to show up and show out.
Yes, sir. Now, we show up every day ready to work. You know, it doesn't matter who the opponent is. We're going to show up ready to work and do what we do. You know, I talked to the kids about the season being broke down into 3 seasons. You know, you had a preseason. We was able to win that by doing 3-1. Now the second phase of the season is district play. Then the third season is the playoffs. So we're just trying to win every season. You know, within this one season.
Well, let me ask you this, Coach Lewis. How long have you been in the coaching industry?
I've been coaching for 19 years. So I've been a basketball coach for all those years, but I've been assistant coaches, you know, with football for those 19 years as well. But I've been the head boys basketball, head girls basketball coach the entire time. But I've always done football.
All right.
So I have some great coaches that I learned from Coach Ball from Longview and Coach John Berry from Longview as well. But Coach Ball, he's in Ruston right now. But those guys, you know, kind of took me under their wing and told me, if you're going to be in East Texas, you need to learn some football.
Right.
And I learned some football.
So you've been in the Longview area coaching?
Yes. So I was in Pinefield for a few years with Coach Lane when he was there.
Okay.
I was in Timpson. We won state in 2023 with Terry Bussey, and I've been in Gladewater for around really all my life. You know, I've coached in Gladewater. I have at least maybe 5 or 6 coaches on staff. You know, that I coached at some point here in Gladewater.
All right, now let me ask you this, because your assistant coaches, your 2 coordinators, you guys are riding together. How long have you guys been together?
I've been knowing these guys all my life. Coach Thomas, the defensive coordinator, I actually coached him when he was playing here in Gladewater.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, so I'm kind of old. Coach Tatum, I've been knowing him. He was here in Gladewater a few years ago. He had stops in like Palestine. He was offensive line coach in Longview the last few years. So I've been knowing him 10 plus years as well.
So it's nice to have people around you that you trust.
Yes, and like I said, I have about 6 other coaches that's on staff that I coach here in Gladewater as well. You know, some of the younger coaches.
So how old's the youngest coach you got?
Who? What is Royce? 22 maybe.
Oh, so he's a baby.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, if you were going to say tonight, if you had to pick one guy on the team that just showed up and showed out, made the difference of the night, who would that be?
I'm gonna go with Grafton Morgan, our kicker. Like we kicked a couple like 30+ yard field goals tonight. I would have to go with the kicker tonight. I know it's kind of
No. What do you mean? You said the onside kick,
yes.
You know, and the field goals. That right there says a lot.
And we end up pinning them deep at the end of the game. You know, it kind of went hands team, so we kicked it deep, and we ended up tackling them down like on the 1 yard line. You know, so those plays are huge.
Absolutely. I mean, you know, think about it. You got what's his name, Pat McAfee. You know,
yeah.
I mean, look what he's doing, right?
Yep.
You know, he was a kicker, and he's living his best life right now.
Right.
So, yeah, I love it that you name a kicker. That's awesome. All right, well, here's the deal. But let's make this deal. Save this number in your phone. And just put Jim Radio, if that's what you want to do. Every time you win, I will call you, okay? Did I lose you? I bet you hit a bad spot. I've turned myself down, by the way, people. All right, Coach Lewis, you still there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, save my number and put Jim Radio, and then you and I will talk, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
All right. Hey, good luck, and like I said, take care of business. We'll talk next week, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Coach Lewis.
Bye.
All right. I tell you what, that is right there. I just love it. He named his kicker as the player of the game. How many times does that happen, right? All right. Is my volume better for you guys? Is it better? I turned it down. I'm showing Randy I know how to do things. He says, I'm good, but not that good. Good gravy. All right. Well, anyway. We're going to step to the side, and no, we're not. We're just going to keep rolling. I just feel like keep rolling. We're going to look at some more scores. How about that? Let's go to 2A Division 1. We haven't gone down that low. So let's go down to 2A Division 1, then we'll do 2A Division 2, and we'll go from there, all right? This is the Sonic America's Drive-In Scoreboard and high school scoreboard and coaches show.
Are you ready? Let's check the latest scores on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic Highway 59 Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
All right, Como Picton over Alba Golden 48-30. Alba Golden Panthers, if you didn't know that. Let's see who else. You had Bangs shut out Colorado City 56-0. Beckville and Elysian Fields. We got to call Elysian Fields, man. They are rolling. Elysian Fields wins 48-21 over Beckville. You got Big Sandy getting defeated by Coach Durati and the Harleton Wildcats. We'll have to call Coach Durati also. How about that? Cayuga over Dallas Inspired Vision 56-0. Yeah, we're lining up coaching, man. We're ready. Let's see. Munster over De Leon. 47-16, big win there. And Frankston, big winners over Groveton, 58-7. And then, let's see, Union Grove hangs on to defeat Hawkins 21-20. Yeesh. Those kind of games right there will make an old man even older. Honey Grove, big winners over Quinlan Bowles, 56-19. Valley Mills over Italy, 38-0. And let's see, Scurry Rosser falls to Kearns, 33-14. Marlin gets blanked by West, 63-0. And let's see, was there anybody else that we want to talk about? Wascom, yeah, they had a big win over Ore City, 63-7. Wow. And that was on the road too. And let's see, Shamrock falls to Spearman, 68-14. Canadian, 69-20. I know Jimmy's always wanted to know about Canadian. They win big right there, 69-20. And Hidden Rieta falls to Stanford, 31-27. 13. White falls to Tom Bean. Tom Bean used to not to ever be able to win a ball game. They win big tonight, 69-6. Congratulations to them. All right, now let's go 2A Division 2, and then we'll start calling coaches again.
Are you ready? Let's check the latest scores on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic Highway 59 Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
All right, well, that's not telling me because I think I am quieter. I feel like I'm quieter because I turned myself down on the laptop. Yeah, that's right. All right, Bremen over Mart, 28-20. That's kind of a, wow. Let's see, Maud. They're on the winning side of things, 44-26. We'll call Coach Turner in a little bit. Let's see, Overton falls to Grapeland, 37-24. And then, let's see, who else? Linden Kildare. I know they fell. Trying to find their score. Tinahog gets blanked by Lovelady, 51-0. And let's see, Munster, told you about that one already. Seagraves defeats Rawls 35-0. Kermit, told you about that game also. Well, I don't even see them. Where are they at, I wonder? Here, we'll just do this. All right, hold on. We'll get you the score this way. Linden Kildare, here we go. DeKalb, big winners tonight over Hugh Springs. Linden falls 34-0 tonight to Celeste. All right, so there you go. All right, now, are you guys ready? I think we got time, don't we? We got time, don't we? I think we got time. Okay, normal for Jim. That doesn't tell me that I'm quiet. What are we doing, people? Come on. All right, who did I say I was going to call? I was going to call Turner, didn't I? Didn't I say that? We'll call Turner. How about that? Let's call him first. All right, we got to do this. Hey, Siri, show me Coach Turner's phone number. All right, we got to do that. It's all right. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Yes, that one right there. All right, there we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right, we're calling him right now. All right, let's go. All right, so we got to do this. This is great radio.
Now let's go to the phone lines and talk to a winning coach on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic Highway 59's Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
All right, we're going to reach out to my buddy.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Yo, Coach Turner, Jim Davenport. Call me back, 903-650-7358. Be there or be square. All right, thank you. All right, there we go. We reached out to him. You know what? You want to reach out to, should we reach out to Coach Z? I think we should, huh? Coach Z and the DeKalb Bears. That's what I'm thinking. I mean, they win tonight 48-8 at Hugh Springs. So we're going to reach out to Coach Z. How about that? There he is right there. Let's do it. Let's call him. Let's go. We're just going to call people all night. We're going to be here all night.
Now let's go to the phone lines and talk to a winning coach on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic Highway 59's Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
All right. Dog! Coach Z. Hey, Coach Z, Jim Davenport with Cass County Radio KALT. Just wanted to talk to you about your first district win and next week's game. All right? 903-650-7358. Thank you, sir. All right, there you go. Man, we are striking out left and right. My gosh. All right. Jim is flawless. I turned myself down. Does that not matter? Nobody seems to care. You guys are hurting my feelings so bad. All right, let's see. You know what? I'm calling Coach Keeling. I haven't talked to Coach Keeling in a while. Oh, you know what? We're going to answer this one instead and say, what is going on with Coach Turner? What's up?
What's going on, Jim? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now let's get that monkey off our back.
That's exactly right. First win of the season, Detroit. But here's the most important part. Phase 2 of the season. You're 1-0.
Exactly right.
1-0 in district play.
That's exactly right. It's kind of what we told our kids. You know, we played a pretty tough non-district schedule, and we're in some games. It wasn't like we were just blown out and stuff
right.
like that. We were in some games, and I said, guys, hey man, it doesn't matter if you're 4-0, 0-4. You're 0-0 now, baby. And so now we're 1-0. We're excited about that.
Absolutely. And then, of course, you got to go on the road next week to Clarksville. We'll talk about that in a minute. Clarksville having a good season so far. Of course, they had a big win tonight. Yeah. How are you feeling about your guys? What kind of, is this a, would you call it a rebuilding year? Would you call it a mid-range team? What would you say?
And, you know, I really like our guys. I don't know if it's a rebuild. I don't know if it's a mid-range. I couldn't tell you that. You know, again, we played a pretty tough non-district schedule, and we're in some ball games, and I was really pleased with that. You know, obviously, it's never easy not to get some wins. And then Detroit's a good football team. That man, Coach Johnson's doing a really good job over there, and he's got some athletes over there. They run really, really well. I think they're going to surprise some folks in the league. They're not bad at all. You know, I really think we found a pretty good identity offensively. Riker Bailey had a really good game. I think he had 75 yards rushing and 140 in the air or something like that. That's a pretty good night.
Oh, yeah.
And then and really got a lot of guys running the football for us. And so it was a good night. You know, James Howerton, Brayden Farney, a kid that you know, this is the epitome of small towns. The kid never played football before. He's a senior. He was in our band, but our kids got to know him. We always tried to get him out, but our kids really got to become friends with him in the ag shop, and they convinced him that he needed to come out and play some football this year. And boy, we're glad we have him.
No doubt.
And then we got another kid, Kyle Aldridge, who came in from he transferred in last year. He's always kind of lived here, but he played basketball for us last year. Well, this year he decided he wanted to come out and play football, and he has been another great addition. He had a touchdown tonight. Ian Butler, a kid that's been around in our program, I think he caught 2 touchdown passes tonight. And it was a good night. Brady Allison, heart and soul of our defense. Huntley Ott, man, was striking people from Mike linebacker. Christian Wharton running the ball hard. Man, it was just a good team. Good team. Their offensive line played really well against a much bigger front than what we are, and so we were really pleased with what we had tonight.
You know, here's the thing about you. All right. You're 1-0 in district play, first win of the season, but you are fired up, and that's what I've always loved about you. And you just rattled off about 7 kids, maybe more than that, and you knew each one of them. And you know, I don't care how big the team is, you know, what size school it is, to be that precise and naming every single one of them. I think that's a big deal, and I love you for that, you know. And I mean, you know, I'm not trying to get all emotional and all that kind of stuff, but the respect you have for your kids says a lot about you.
Man, we've got a bunch of great kids. Really fired up about this senior class, to be honest with you. Man, as junior high kids, they weren't really they weren't the most successful bunch. But they have really stuck with it, bought into the weight room, running really well. And there's 6 of those guys that have been program guys their entire career. They were here as freshmen. They did get to play a JV schedule. They had to, you know, suffer through being scout team guys and doing all that. And we've got 6 of them that are making huge contributions for us. Because I didn't even mention the lineman Jackson Braley, the 3-year starter at center. Dax Cunningham is a guard. that has never really started on the offensive line is playing really, really well right now. So, like I said, I'm really fired up for this senior class because these guys have really put in some work, and I'm glad it's finally starting to show off for them. And hopefully it'll continue, and we can keep this thing rolling.
Absolutely. All right. Well, next week you go to Clarksville. What do we know about Clarksville?
They're big. They're fast. They're pretty physical. We need to play a really good ball game. We need to play clean offensively. We need to limit their big plays defensively. And, we just need to go out there and give everything we got and let the chips fall where we may. I know this, the mod kids are going to show up and play. That's one thing. Our kids show up and play. They play hard. That's what we've got to do next week. We've got to go out there and we've got to execute what we do offensively. It really fits. I think it really fits our kids. And defensively, we got to not give up the big play. They got a couple kids that run pretty well. They got a really good quarterback. He's a 4-year. Well, he tore his ACL his sophomore year. He would have been a 4-year starter.
Yeah.
He's a big kid that throws the ball well, and they got a good running back and a big offensive line. So we got a tough test, but hey. That's why we line them up. That's why we line them up every Friday night.
I love it. I'd put on the uniform and play for you. I'll just tell you that. All right. Well, hey.
Hold on, Garrett. Hey, we'll not let you. You got some old Henderson State in you, don't you?
I got some eligibility left.
I'll even give you this. We can pull back some old Farmington, Arkansas. Film, isn't that your?
That's exactly right. Yeah, they had a big. They had a big homecoming win last week. Yeah.
Really? That's awesome.
Yeah. Matter of fact, a lady that used to live in Texarkana, Jennifer Caldwell, moved up there and is actually a sub teacher at Farmington.
That's awesome.
Yeah, she's like, "You're a legend up here." I was like, "Stop it." Stop it.
Listen, if I ever come across any film of you. It's on, baby. I'm recording that. We're going to check that thing out.
Dude, I got some. I'll give it to you.
I don't know how we could do that on the radio, but we'll live stream something. We'll have like a talk Jim Davenport from 16 years old. I'd love it.
You know what? I'm going to find it for you. I got it somewhere in the house. I promise.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's probably got so much dust on it, doesn't even matter. But we can try it anyways.
Listen. When I first got to mod, I found an old VCR. So I've got a VCR, baby. We can find this thing. We can make it happen.
All right, I'm gonna hold you to that if I bring it to you.
All right.
All right. Hey, have a good weekend. All right.
Hey, thanks, Jim. I appreciate you.
Absolutely, always a pleasure.
Yeah, always.
All right, take care. All right, that's Coach Josh Turner, the athletic director, head football coach of the Mod Cardinals. Great guy. I love his energy. It reminds me of when I was young. You know what I mean? I mean, he's not young anymore, but I mean, when I was younger. How about that? All right, we're going to step to the side. We're going to take a break for the 11 o'clock hour. I'm going to call Coach Bo Maines after this. Probably Coach Durati also of Harleton. They have a big win tonight. So, this is Cass County Radio, KALT.
Cass County Radio, KALT is KPYN-AM 900 Atlanta, 95.5 FMK 238BF Atlanta, and 103.9 FMK 280 GV Atlanta.
TSN News.
So, Christy, I don't got on my way to tell everybody, but I actually they retired my number a long time ago. And, of course, I told them to unretire it because they used to call me and say, can somebody wear it? And I'd be like, absolutely, blah, 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 blah. When Drew was like 7, we went to a playoff game, a high school playoff game between Ashdown and Farmington. And Drew got a program. He was looking down there, looking over there, and there wasn't a 34 out there. And he's like, Dad, I'm like, but now I'm just like, you guys do whatever you want. It doesn't matter. I mean, but yeah, I broke a school record my sophomore year, state record my senior year. I don't know. he likes to say that, I was a legend. Coach Turner does, Because here's the thing. The older you get, Christy, and Jimmy can probably tell you this too, the older you get, the better you become. So think about that right there. All right, well, we're going to let news run, and then we'll get back to it. Yes. Yeah, I'm from Arkansas originally, Northwest Arkansas. I was born in Fort Smith, moved around all over the country, overseas, lived in Okinawa, Japan, played soccer over there before soccer was cool here. My dad was in the Air Force, and then they got a divorce. My mom decided to go back to school, and I started 7th grade at Farmington. And actually, that was my 15th school, and ended up graduating from there. Loved it. But I love it here more, so,
Well,
I just had an awesome fruit cup.
always like the nachos.
Definitely the Ferris wheel. Do that every year. Corny dogs.
Corny dogs! I love when they say that.
And to go along with all the great food here at the Great State Fair of Texas, they've got all the animals, the lambs, the sheep, the goats. The petting zoo is open with some very tiny chicks. It's going to be a fun
it's actually in color. Kyle, good evening. I ran a 4.540 back in 87. Which that was fast back then. Now these kids right here, 6'4", 270 can run that. Good morning, or good evening, Effie.
The majors tonight, the Rangers of Cleveland, the Astros at the LA Angels.
We used to wear the jerseys with the big holes in them where you get your finger caught in it. Dislocate your finger. Oh, my goodness. All right, we're going to call...
Call Frankel and Frankel first.
Is Dangerfield at home tonight?
Frankel, the go-to car and truck wreck attorneys in Texas, have been fighting for
I don't even know.
for over 25 years.
I'm going to call Coach Bo Maines first, though.
Insurance companies, so they know all the tricks and tactics insurers use to deny your claim. Trust the experienced, family-owned, and highly awarded...
Yeah, there he is right there. All right, we're going to call Coach Maines first. So anyways, we're working on the new system tonight, and so I can do this right here. I can switch cameras over and go. Right there, right? I can do that, and then we got the little banner right there. I think that's pretty cool. I can take it off if I do this and stuff. That's kind of cool, right? I'll put it back, and then I can do this. Wait a minute, wrong button. L logo. There's the logo, so we can just do that right there.
Principal office, Dallas, Texas.
The Justice Department files 2 counts against former FBI
I gotta learn.
James Comey.
Gotta learn how to do it all.
The indictment charged with making false statements to Congress. This
but anyways, we'll take. I think that's X. Take it off. Is it? Yeah, take that off. Nope, wrong one. Good gravy. Not in. There we go. Take it off. Got it. And then the trading post. I think this is cool. I do like this. Nope, wrong one. Doggone it. All right. I think it's I. There it is. So in the mornings, Monday through Friday, we can do this right now. Here it comes. Get ready. No, not that.
Student visa issued in 1999. Next star in Sinclair
right there. See, we can do that right there. Of course, I think it needs to be lowercase cast. Okay. But anyways, we're gonna take that off. Right. Take that off, and we're gonna put this back on. There we go. All right, here we go.
All the songs you love.
All the beats you need. Cass County Radio, KALT AM 900 and 95.5 FM.
Cass County Radio, KALT. Good evening. We are in the 11 o'clock hour now. We've been going for an hour already. Calling coaches that have won, going down the scoreboard. We're doing a little bit of everything, and we're going to go straight to the phone line right now.
Now let's go to the phone lines and talk to a winning coach on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic, Highway 59's Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
All right. Well, I already heard his beep. So, Coach Maines, Jim Davenport from Cass County Radio, KALT, reaching out to you. And don't switch cameras. Okay. And anyways, give me a call back. 903-650-7358. We can play phone tag. We can do it all. All right? So, hey, congratulations on the win tonight, 5-0. But give me a holler, all right? Thanks. All right, so there you go. Now we're going to reach out to somebody else. We'll just go ahead and go here. And, yeah, we'll go ahead and call this cat daddy. All right, let's go ahead and do that. All right, so let's go here first.
Are you ready? Let's check the latest scores on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic Highway 59 Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
All right, let's go to the phone line now. Coach Eric Durati. What's up, my brother?
Hey, who's this?
What do you mean, who's this? Who's this?
Man, what's going on?
What's going on with you?
Just sitting around campfire in the living room and enjoying family.
Wait a minute. You're already home?
Yeah, we played at home tonight. I live like a minute and a half from the school.
Good gravy, dude. That's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Well, it was a big win tonight.
Sir?
I said it was a big win tonight.
Yeah, it was a good win for us. And the games go really quick when you run the ball 55 times a game and try not to turn it over.
55 times.
I don't know. It was pretty close to that.
All right.
53, sorry.
53. All right. It's a good thing Easton's there to keep you straight, right?
Hey, we threw a touchdown pass tonight, too.
Whoa. What are you doing throwing the ball?
I'm sure you weren't the only one asking that question. down the field for a touchdown, so we were all pretty happy about that.
No doubt about it. So, how you feeling over there about them Wildcats?
We feel pretty good tonight, and it was a good win for our guys. We were able to hold one of our running backs out. He got maybe one carry, played two snaps. So we were able to do it with some guys that had to fill in. So that was a big thing for us.
Absolutely. Well, you're 1-1 in district play right now. After that, of course, last week you played Beckville at Beckville. You're going to be on the road next week taking on the Wascom Wildcats. How do you feel after 2 games in district? And, of course, this is a new district for you. How are you feeling about your players? I mean, because you're learning who they are still, I'm sure, and everything. What is it like? I mean, it's almost, I don't want to call it starting over because it's not, but it is.
It really kind of is.
Yeah.
And so, but it's been good. There's been some catching up, because we didn't really do any football in the spring when we got there. Because all those guys were, they were having some good success in track and baseball, made them a 3-round run. So we didn't want to mess with that too much. So we got started late in August, when August rolled around. So we're playing a little bit of catch up. Things are coming together.
Absolutely. I don't know who they said are the favorites of this district and all. I mean, Legion Fields coach Bo over there is doing a phenomenal job over there with EF. So I don't know if they're the favorites of the district, but I mean, you still got to go out on the field and play it.
Yeah, right. And I know they weren't the favorites to start the year.
Really? Okay.
They really put it on Beckville tonight, and that was, I'll tell you what, they really do got him going. And I guess he's figured out a way to get. I guess it's Nudu, the Kennedy kid over there, is first one out.
No doubt about it. Well, I mean, the thing is that here you are, and like you said, you ran the ball 53 times, but you also threw a passing touchdown, which I'm still stumbling over that. So, but how's the coaching with all the guys, new guys, and of course, you got one that you kind of know and you kind of like and everything. But I mean, how is the coaching chemistry going?
I think it's pretty good. We have some good times, even through the bad times together. So that, we've had some of those experiences already. So you kind of learn each other. We're having to learn each other as we go, and what we're really good at, what we can help with, and how we can lean on each other. So it's been good. We've got some good coaches on staff. Several of those guys that stayed back with us, and they work hard and they know the kids, so they're able to kind of give us a little input and insight on some things. Some fresh blood with Easton coming in, and Coach Blankenship, who's an old hat at it, been doing it for a long time, came on staff, so it's been going good.
That's good. I'm glad to hear that, and of course, most of the family's right there with you too.
Yeah, I got a lot of them sitting here on the couch with me, and one of them just left to go back to Louisiana.
Man, and you hate to see that happen, don't you?
Yeah, it was tough. But he and his girlfriend got a big weekend planned in New Orleans this weekend, so
okay.
They had to get going back.
All right. Well, are you liking wearing the green, by the way?
And I like green. It kind of grows on you.
Okay, I got to make sure.
But I tell you what, I like more. I like the gold that we use.
Yes. I like. I mean, there's not much in the helmet unless you got some new helmets on the way. You got new helmets on the way?
We still got the green helmets, but the coaches we had a gold polo and a little bit of a shocker, but it's a nice look.
It is a nice look. So what color pants you wearing?
Black.
Okay, I just got to make sure. I mean, you're not going to go green? No, do not. Dude, do not. Now, if you could do green pants with white shirts.
No, let's do green shirt, yellow pants.
Okay, all right. This conversation has ran off the rails now. All right, let's talk about Wascom next week. You're going to be at Wascom next week. What do you know about Wascom?
Man, I'm sick of them is what I know about it.
Tell me how you really feel.
Yeah, there's no secret. Nah, they're still really good. They're really fast. Just like we've known them to be when we were playing them in the past. So
right.
They're still running the flex bone, midline, mid triple, and zone dive and all that good kind of rocket sweep stuff. And so they're going to be quick. We got to contain them. And the best thing we can do is probably keep their offense off the field. So we're going to try to sustain some drives and hang on to the football.
Run that clock. I agree. I love it. Run the ball and let that clock run. Yep.
That's right. Shorten the game, as they say, right?
That's right. And be in control the whole time and make everybody else mad.
That would be nice.
Absolutely. All right. Well, Coach Roddy, congratulations. And you know what? Take care of business. We'll talk again next week. All right?
Man, I appreciate you calling.
Yes, sir. Tell the family I said hello.
They heard you.
All right. All right. You guys be good.
All right. Have a good.
All right. There goes our coach. We got another coach joining us right now. Let's go to the phone line.
Now let's go to the phone lines and talk to a winning coach on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic, Highway 59's Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
All right, we are going to Elysian Fields. Coach Bo Maines running shot over there, 5-0, big win tonight at home against Beckville, which I think, I may be wrong, Coach Maines, say, Jim, you're exactly right, or you're a ding-dong, you know what you're talking about. I think Beckville was actually favored to win district over here, but I could be wrong, Coach Maines. What say you?
Well, I would say Wascom was probably favored to win district, but Beckville was definitely the definite second.
Okay.
For our district, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're like, not so fast, my friends, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. All right. So you are now 5-0, 2-0 in district play. Huge district. I mean, you got a lot of teams in your district here, and you guys are just taking care of business. You've got 2 more games before a bye, and then you've got 3 games left of the season. How are you feeling right now?
Well, just feeling really good. I'm super happy for the kids and super happy for this town and this community, man. It just feels good to bring something magical to them and to give them something to smile about, and that's the biggest thing that I want is just keep the spirit and the vibe rolling out here, man, because it's been really good and it's been fun for sure.
Absolutely, and I know we've talked about where you're originally from and coming to a smaller town and everything, culture shock and you were like, it's really not, and you've fallen in. Just hearing you talk the last time we talked, you've fallen in love with the area, and everything that's happening. And I just love how well you guys are doing. Being 5-0 right now. Of course, we can't put the cart before the horse and say we've won this thing, because you still got a lot of big ball games left.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, Union Grove has been playing some really good ball, and obviously Wascom's going to be an extremely difficult game. I mean, we're going to have to play perfect to go in there to their place on Halloween night. It's going to be a fun event, and then we got Harleton last game at our place. So there's still a lot of ball left to be played, and that's one of the messages we talked to the kids about tonight. Was that it's a long season. We're halfway through it, but a job half done isn't done. So.
That's exactly right. So tonight, like I said, big win for you guys tonight, 48-21 against Beckville. What did you do tonight to take control of the game?
Oh, really, it was just a matter of wearing them down, and we knew eventually that would happen, that if we continued to do the things that we know we can do, then number 4 was going to do what number 4 does and kind of take control of the game. And what makes him so special is the explosive things that he does. I mean, in 23 years of coaching, I've never seen a kid grab an attempted onside kick and run it back for a touchdown. And he did that. And I've never seen we threw a pick, and we threw it right to Beckville on the goal line, and he jumped up there and just ripped it out of the kid's hands and fell into the end zone for a touchdown. So he's just a phenomenal athlete. So obviously having a weapon and a tool like that makes it a lot easier to eventually wear a team down, and I think that's what they just kind of got sick of seeing him score and seeing him tackle him, I guess.
Absolutely. But, I mean, that's huge right there. I mean, like you said, picking up an onside kick and running it back, I mean, who's seen that? You know what I mean?
First time in a long time. Ever that I've seen it, for sure.
Absolutely. So, right now, are you guys at full strength, injury-wise? I mean, are you guys good?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we're healthy. I mean, aside from the kids that we lost early in the season against, trying to think, we lost a kid during the Hawkins game. Or it was just last week, but that's the only injury that we've had. Or we've been really blessed to stay healthy this season.
Absolutely, that's good. All right, well, next week you guys are poised to play, and you guys are going to be taking on Union Grove, as you spoke earlier. You're going to be at home. Like I said, I think the schedule falls into your favor, like we talked about last time. Because it's three games on the road, and the rest are at home.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we kind of finished home heavy, with the exception of Wascom. But being one of those rivalry games, like I said, it's not going to be a challenge to get the kids rolling for that game. So it being on the road's not that big of a deal.
Well, let me ask you this: if you could trade 2 of your home games for that one to be at home, would you do it?
I don't know. Like you and I talked about, being a guy that's not from around here, maybe I'm a little naive that, and to say no, because I like to have those home games. It's just comfortable for the kids. So at this point, I would say no. But let me, hit me back on hit me back on the 31st, and I may say, you know what, I should have changed my mind.
Yeah, I love it though. Love it. All right, well, Coach Maines, keep taking care of business, and we'll talk again. Sound good?
Yes, sir.
All right.
When we're 6-0, we'll give you a shout.
Yes, sir. That sounds great to me. Always a pleasure.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right. Take care.
All right.
All right. That is Coach Bo Maines of the Elysian Field Yellow Jackets, even though they're orange. But I love it. I do. Absolutely love it. All right. I am getting ready to call somebody else right now. Let's go ahead and do it right now. He should answer his phone. If not, we'll whoop him. But here we go.
Now let's go to the phone lines and talk to a winning coach on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic, Highway 59's Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
Cass County Radio, KALT. This is Sonic, America's Drive-In High School Scoreboard and Coaches Show. And we're reaching out to one of our regulars. We've been talking to him for years, talk trash to him too, because we like him a little bit. Don't want to give him the big head. But I'm talking about the Dangerfield head Tiger. Go Tigers. Coach Nelson. What's up, Coach Nelson?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm good. How about yourself?
Great. Wonderful.
Yeah, it was homecoming.
Yeah, it was.
So, Absolutely. Well, a lot of people don't know because I don't just go out and say, "Hey, you know what I did this week?" Earlier this week, I sent him a picture that I saw of him where he had a twin and stuff, and it was the younger Harrison that wanted to dress up like you, and it was a good looking picture of you, you guys. And I sent him a picture going, "Who you thugging on?" And we went from there. But I know homecoming is tough because you got distractions, you got the silly days and all that kind of stuff. But to keep your players focused, no matter who you're playing, that's a challenge, is it not?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is, because you got all the competitions, you got all the, you want them to be able to enjoy it, but at the same time, you got to continually keep them locked in.
Absolutely. Well, big win tonight over the Redwater Dragons, 63-13. Anyway you slice it, that's a 50-point win. Sounds like everything was in operating order.
Yeah, it was. We came out firing, had some defensive hiccups at the beginning of the game in the first half, but we were able to get those cleaned up at halftime with some of the adjustments, and just went from there. I mean, defense stepped up, played really well. Offense did amazing. Kids played hard, and it was just a fun night all the way around.
Absolutely. Well, let's go ahead and talk about it next week. Sometimes they're your thorn in your side. Sometimes you're the thorn in their side. The DeKalb Bears, and you got to go over there to Bowie County and take them on.
Yeah, we talked about that earlier with the kids. Like, this coming up week is, well, it was the game for the district championship is what it turned out to be last year, and they ended up getting us last year. And it's always one of those things where the two styles don't complement each other very well, so they don't end up scoring a whole lot of points, and we don't end up scoring a whole lot of points, and it just ends up being a battle. So we got to get our mind right and be ready to go in there and play. Absolutely, and of course, Coach Z doing a pretty good job over there himself. They win tonight over Hugh Springs, 42-16. At one point, it was 42-0, I believe. And but regardless of who you guys play, you're there to win, and it doesn't matter to the strength of that team. Just like tonight for you guys or them tonight against Hugh Springs. Let me ask you this, all right? Because you want to come out of each game strong. You want to be healthy and all that. Knowing who you were going to play tonight and knowing who you're going to play next week, do you catch yourself going, whoa, one game at a time, or do you still kind of peek over the fence? I think that you can't help but look next door every once in a while. But I think the main thing is that we needed the time to be able to get everything ready, to prepare for those kids, right? For the team, and there were some things that we needed to work on to get cleaned up. So I think that with that being said, it was really easy for us to stay focused on this week because we needed it. We needed to get reps against another team that wasn't just out there. You can't simulate game speed, so we really needed to see their game speed and work on some things. Absolutely. All right. So plus you got some kids with some extra reps, the younger guys, where you give them some experience and they seem to do better. When they get that experience on the varsity level, because you and I've talked about it before. Sub-varsity, from 8th grade to sub-varsity to varsity, there's a big difference. Yeah, there's a huge difference, and I think that getting wins like that. Throughout even going into the playoffs, that's great experience for those kids coming back the next year. Well, the thing is, those kids get enough experience, you could possibly let them start on special teams where you give your other guys that are going offensive, defense, and special teams, you give them a break on special teams because these other guys have stepped up. Yeah, and that's what, we talk about that, pre-game, we talk about that throughout the week. We call them, the kids have named them the Undertakers. Because usually when they're in the game, that means that, they've already been, put down. So I love it. Yeah. It's a good experience for us, but it also gains a good experience. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, the Undertakers. That's a great nickname right there. Absolutely. Love it. All right. So what's your plans for the weekend? Anything besides preparing for DeKalb? Yeah, I got a bunch of honeydews I got to put in the hot water heater, finish remodeling the bathroom. I got a long list. She puts me to work pretty often. All right, call Kyle. Put him to work. He can handle it. I got you.
He'll love me for that. I'm just going to say that. All right. Well, hey, Coach Nelson, always a pleasure to talk to you. And, hey, get some rest tonight. Get your film in, and then get home and do them honeydews.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right. Well, take care of business. We'll talk again next week, all right?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
Uh-huh.
Bye. All right, there you go. That is Coach Nelson, the Daingerfield Tigers' big win tonight over the Redwater Dragons, 63-13. Big game tomorrow, next week against the DeKalb Bears. And every time they seem to play, it seems like it is district play, or for the district title, I should say. All right. Well, you know what? I think I'm going to reach out to. I think I'm going to. Let me type this in. Yeah, we're going to try. Do I have a missed call? Oh, I already called him back though, so we're good. All right. Let me see. Let me go back here. Everybody, calm down. Calm down. I got this. Okay. There he is. All right. So we're going to reach out to Coach Kimball of New Boston. All right. They had a big win tonight, and I think they're driving home right now, unless I'm mistaken. They might have played at home. Let me double check that. Yeah, they played at home, so we're going to reach out to him. He should still be up, okay? So here we go.
Now let's go to the phone lines and talk to a winning coach on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic, Highway 59's Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
All right, we're going to reach out to the head coach, athletic director of the New Boston Lions, Coach Stan Kimball. And good evening, Coach. How are you doing this evening?
Doing great. How are you?
I am good. Big win tonight, 49-0 over Fort Worth Lake Country. And plus it was a home game, so that means early night, right?
Oh, of course. It was our homecoming tonight, and so we had to put on a good show.
Absolutely. And pitching a shutout, number one, that's a big thing right there. And then you get to take care of that, and then you get to start district play the following week. So
yes, sir.
I'm going to put you on the spot. Who won Queen tonight? Look at you! You knew that, huh? All right. Do you guys do a homecoming king, or do you do a football bow?
No, we just do a homecoming queen.
Okay, so no guys get anything. All right. Yeah, some schools do, some schools don't. No knock on that. That's for sure. All right. So tonight, pitching the shutout, we're going to go ahead and say the defense played very well tonight.
Yes, sir. We've been playing and trying to find our identity, and guys have just steadily gotten better and better and better, and they're starting to understand how to play together. And they finally put it all together tonight, and they played a clean game.
Absolutely. I love it. And here you are, 3-1 now. You put up some points. Were all these points offensively, or some of it defensively, or special teams?
Well, we had one score was a pick six, and we had some other interceptions that set us up for other scores on offense. So kids played hard and definitely put us in the right position.
Absolutely. All right, well, you got Redwater next week. They took one on the chin tonight at Dangerfield's homecoming, 63-13. Of course, I know you're going to be like, Jim, we do one game at a time, and it doesn't matter what someone else did. We still have to line up and play the game.
Exactly. And, we're going to enjoy this win. It was really great for the community and our class reunions that came in, and it's really, really good for the kids to be able to go out and do that in front of their home crowd. And so, we're definitely looking forward to district play. And, we're still going to get better, one practice at a time and one game at a time.
Yeah, you're right. One game at a time. And, of course,
You and I have talked about it already. Everyone else has played 5 games. You're sitting at 4 games because you had the weird bye week in the first week. That's just crazy. It's still to me to this day. But Redwater on the road. Then you're at home against DeKalb, the battle of the original orange and black. Then you're at Queen City, at home against Hooks, at Hugh Springs, and then at home against Dangerfield. And health-wise right now, what do the New Boston Lions look like? A couple of bumps and bruises? Or
Yeah, we got some bumps and bruises, but, for the most part, we're pretty healthy. And, and we're pretty lucky on that right now. And we're looking to hit our stride going into district play.
Absolutely. Love it. All right, well, Coach Kibble, hey, by the way, your voice sounds stronger than it did last time we talked. How about that, huh?
Yes, sir.
So, see, as the team's getting stronger, you're getting stronger, and that's all that matters. All right, well, hey, enjoy the night. Enjoy the win, like you said. Do some work tomorrow, but then, you know what? Have a weekend also, okay?
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
All right, always a pleasure to talk to you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, take care. All right, that's the head coach of the New Boston Lions, also the athletic director, first-year athletic director, head football coach. And let me tell you something. He has done a great job over there as far as I'm concerned, because, they kind of fell off. New Boston Lions kind of fell off, and he's like, we're going to change this. And so much respect for him. All right, well, I'm going to reach out to Coach Gary Stanford right now of the Texas High Tigers. Big win for them tonight.
Now let's go to the phone lines and talk to a winning coach on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic, Highway 59's Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
All right, the phone's ringing. He may not be there. I don't know, but we're going to find out. I'll leave him a voicemail if not. Yep. All right, so we're going to leave him a voicemail just so we can say, hey, Coach, we did call you. All right, because I don't want any coach to think I don't call him. You know what I mean? So with that, Coach Stanford, Jim Davenport, Cass County Radio, KALT, Sonic America's Drive-Ins, High School Scoreboard Coach Show. You know the number, 903-650-7358. Big win tonight over Hallsville to start district play, 26-3. If you would like to call us back, we'd love to hear from you. All right, 903-650-7358. All right, there goes Coach Stanford of the Texas High Tigers. Big win for them, as I said, to start the district playoff. That's good stuff right there. All right, so Jimmy just asked me about Pewitt, and that's a great question. I think they did hold on to win. So I'm going to reach over there, and I think they did, though. Yes, they won 22-14 over Cooper. And you know what? Let's try to call over there and see if they will answer the phone. The last couple times we've called them, they have not. So we're going to try it again tonight. All right, here we go. And it is Jeremy Russell. So we're going to reach out to him and go from there. All right, so wish us luck. All right, let's go. Here we go. Shh, 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 shh. All right, I'm gonna play this.
Now let's go to the phone lines and talk to a winning coach on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic, Highway 59's Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
All right, his phone's still ringing, so we're going to see if he answers. I have not talked to Coach Russell this year. I have tried, though. I will say that.
This is Jeremy Russell. I am unable to get to the phone right now. Just leave your name and number, and I will call you back as soon as possible.
Coach Russell! Jim Davenport, Cass County Radio, KALT, Sonic, America's Drive-In, High School Scoreboard and Coach Show. We call Coaches That Win. I've been trying to talk to you, brother. I want to talk about your Brahmas or your Brahmas. Depends who you talk to. Big win tonight over Cooper. 1-0 in district play. You deserve it, and you are sitting at 4-1. If you'd like to talk about the Pewitt Brahmas, give me a call. 903-650-7358.
Would love to talk to you. 903-650-7358. All right, there you go. That is Coach Russell of the Brahmas, or the Brahmas. Depends who you talk to. And we always reach out to them. But they do win tonight, 22-14 over Cooper. All right, they were at home. They're going to be taking on Quinlan Bowles next week. And that will be very interesting for a game right there. All right, now let's check on somebody real quick. And because I want to see, I can't remember if they won or not. So they did not. They lost to Harmony 35-14. Quitman falls to them. That was their first district game, and they are 0-1. So, yeah. All right. Let's see. You know what? We could reach out to Harmony. We could. Let's see if we find out anything real quick. Harmony Eagles. They are 2-3, and I don't remember who their coach is now. Isn't that terrible? So we need to go back and take a look at that real quick. It's a Q, Jim. Oh, it is, isn't it? Yeah. All right. And no, it's not. It's an H for Harmony. You big dummy. Where are you at? Harmony. There it is. All right. The coach is Brian Mock. And I want to say he was the original, like the offensive coordinator. They had a bye tonight. LE did not play tonight. They had a bye. All right, and they'll start district play next week. All right, let's go ahead and let's reach out to Coach Mock, see if he'll answer the phone, right? I mean, what's it going to hurt, right? So here we go. Let's do it. So we'll reach out to him right now. This is great radio when they don't answer the phone, but it's okay.
Now let's go to the phone lines and talk to a winning coach on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic, Highway 59's Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
Completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again. Announcement or your call can now...
Oh my goodness. I don't know how to dial a number. All right. We're going to try it again. Good gravy. All right. Yeah, I don't know how to call. I don't know how to call people. All right, we're going to call now. All right, here we go. Oh, my goodness. Here we go.
Hello?
Coach Mock, how are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
I am great. Jim Davenport, Cass County Radio, KALT, Sonic, America's Drive-In, High School Scoreboard, and Coaches Show. Congratulations on your win tonight.
Thank you, sir.
And how you feeling about your Harmony Eagles?
I'm really proud of my guys. We got some injuries and we're kind of down, and so I'm really proud of my guys for coming and working hard this week and getting a win against a really well coached and a good Quitman team. But it was a hard fought win.
Yeah, Coach Weber over there at Quitman and the Bulldogs, they've been putting in the work over there. But you guys had a really, really tough pre-district schedule. I mean, you took on a Hooks Horns team that's really good, Sabine, then Beckville, and then DeKalb. I mean, hello, Giant Killers. What were you trying to do, you know?
Yes, we have tough kids, and they rise to the challenge, and they're not afraid to play anybody. So they understand that makes them better, and it gets them ready for district. So they accept the challenge, and we embrace it, and we just let it make us better.
I love it. Now, you guys are taking on Grand Saline at home next week. The Indians are coming to town. They had a bye tonight, if I'm correct in that. Were they in the stands tonight watching you guys?
Yes, sir. I talked to Coach Drennan before the game. He was there.
Okay. All right. Did you say, what are you doing here? Go home, right?
Yeah. Coach, what are you doing?
That's right. That's right. Of course, he's done a great job over at Grand Saline. So so you were on the staff. How long have you been on the staff at Harmony?
I've been here 17 years.
That's what I thought. Yeah, you have been around for a while. And you actually, let's see, I want to say, all right, so you guys took on Atlanta in baseball in the playoffs last year. Is that right? Or the year before that? It was the year before that.
It was the year before.
Year before that in Tatum. You guys played in Tatum. Okay. And I think that's when everything was... You kind of took over in the spring, did you not, as the AD?
Yes, sir.
So this is your second year, right? Second year as a football coach.
Yes, sir. It is.
Okay. See, I kind of know what I'm talking about.
That's right. Yeah, you know the game, man.
Yeah. Well, I called the games on the radio too. So back then, but after 2 years, 17 years is a long time to be at one place. Number one. All right. And I love it that you're still there. Okay. But the second thing is that I want to ask is, now that you're the head man, the head Eagle for the last 2 years, what is the difference between the last 2 years and the 15 prior to that?
You're responsible for, before I've been responsible for one side of the ball. And so now you're responsible for every single thing that happens in the football program. And there's like nobody above you watching over it. So that's a little bit different as far as the buck stops with you on everything.
Right. And that makes it tough sometimes, does it not?
Yes, sir, it does.
So let me ask you this. Not only are you in charge of both sides of the ball, there's some girls' athletics too.
Yes, sir, there sure enough is.
And you got kids of your own, correct?
I do. I have a daughter that's a senior and one that's a sophomore, and they both play volleyball. So we manage being a dad and an athletic director and head football coach and all that stuff.
Okay, I was going to say, shoo-wee, I don't want any part of that. That'd make it tough. So how much, all right, so being there 17 years, taking over 2 years ago, when you took over 2 years ago, you pretty much kept your coaching staff, did you not?
Correct, I did.
And are they all still there now?
Yes, they are all still here now. There was so when Coach Jenkins was here, I was the defense coordinator.
Correct.
Our offensive coordinator was David Wilbanks, and he is now the head coach at
Queen City. Yep. Oh, well, guess what? I interview him every Monday morning at 11 o'clock on the Queen City Coaches Show.
Oh, good friend, good coach.
Yeah, well, he does not like doing the coaches show, I can tell you that, but he does get a free meal out of it, so, yeah, Uncle Juan's Mexican food, why wouldn't you, right?
Yeah, no joke.
But, no, he, I think he's doing a good job. I just don't think it's coming together as fast as he wants it to, because, that's a culture that's got to be completely overhauled.
Yes, and he is the guy for that, because he will do the right thing all the time, and it will eventually happen. It just sometimes takes a little bit of time.
Right. Well, I'll let him know that you talk good about him, or would you rather me say talk trash? I can say talk trash.
Say good stuff.
Okay, all right, I'll do that. All right. So with him being the OC and you being the DC, you take over, he leaves. Who came in his place? Who's your OC now?
My OC now is Chris Langford. He was on the Longview staff, and whenever Longview went to Gladewater, he went with them. And
okay.
So he's a Lobo Gladewater type guy.
Okay, all right. So what offense y'all running?
We are a pro gun. We are old school. We have a tight end and a fullback in the game at the same time.
Wait a minute, what?
Yes, sir.
Really? Not an H-back, but a tight end and a fullback.
Yes, we call him a fullback.
Okay.
We make him own that.
All right. So, do we slam the ball with him every now and then, like a zero, like a 20 sweep or something like that, or do you go right up the gut?
He's more of a blocker and a flat routes guy. Now we're going to give him some plays to run the ball to him because he's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. What was the guy in 49ers? Tom Rathman. You remember him?
Yeah. Yes, sir. We don't have one of them yet. I want one of them, though.
All right, so you growing up, who'd you like? Who's your team growing up?
Cowboys. I was Troy Aikman, Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin era. It was Cowboys all the way.
Okay, I don't know if we can talk anymore.
I'm sorry, man. Who are you?
Anybody that plays the Cowboys, to be honest with you. I'm just saying. No, I've kind of faded away from the pros. When they started kneeling for the national anthem, I took that personal, and stuff like that. I understood them protesting, but me, being a big mouth on the radio, if I've got something I want to protest, when I get on that podium, that's my opportunity because the media's right there in front of me. Let's talk about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel the same way that you do.
Yeah. I had family served in the military and all that kind of stuff, and I'm like, come on, man. Come on. So, All right, well, here it is. You are taking on Grand Saline at home next week. Coach Drennan, like I said, has done a great job. What say you? What do you need to do to stop them?
They are a quarterback-driven team. Jet Taylor is a phenomenal player, and he makes them go, and like it all revolves around him. You got to find a way to slow him down. He's really hard to stop and slow down. So that's goal number one, and that's a really tall task.
Yeah. But he's a fifth-year senior, isn't he? No, I'm just kidding.
I really think he is. I'm going to look into that.
Yeah, that's probably not a bad idea. All right, and then on the defensive side of the ball, what are you looking at?
Defensive side of the ball, they're very well coached. They take on Coach Trennan's personality. They're tough. They stop the run. They real athletic in the back end. They stop the pass well. So they're tough on defense, but you better control the ball because you do not want their quarterback having it in his hands more than he needs to.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, and so here's the deal. Lock my number in your phone, all right? And you keep winning, I'll keep calling because I'll never call you when you lose.
Well, maybe I'll talk to you next week. That would be awesome.
That would be awesome. I'm not going to lie to you, so I'm pulling for you, okay?
Well, thank you very much.
All right, well, I appreciate you taking the time, and hope you have a good weekend, okay?
Yes, sir. You as well.
All right.
For calling.
Yes, sir. Take care. All right, that is Coach Brian Mock, the athletic director and head football coach of the Harmony Eagles. Appreciate him letting us talk to him. That's one of my favorite things, I tell you, especially when we get new guys in here and all that. All right, so Jimmy's asking for some scores, and you know Jimmy knows I'm not going to let him down, so I am turning them in right now. Of course, he knows that I like this one team that is a baseball school, but I still like them. But Canadian over Sunray, 69-20. Canadian wins that game. And then Burke Burnett at Jacksboro, they lose 62-13. So there you go, Jimmy. Yep. Yes, I talked to Coach Girardi at Harleton earlier. Big win for them. You know who lost tonight and lost big? I bet you didn't know this one. You ready? Winsboro, the Red Raiders. And it was a district game. First district game of the season, they lose 51-13. 51-13. I am like, what? Yeah, and then they're going to be on the road at Mineola next week. So, yeah, that is huge right there. All right? So, yeah, I was like, what? All right, well, we are going to be stepping aside for the midnight hour. We're going to be here another 30 minutes or so, maybe shorter, just depends. I am going to reach out to Coach Surratt here right now, actually. And so we're going to reach out to him, and there he is. We'll see if he answers the phone. You know, I think they had an early night, but we're still going to reach out to him and see if we can catch him, okay? So let's go ahead and do that.
Now let's go to the phone lines and talk to a winning coach on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic, Highway 59's Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
All right, we're going to reach out to him. Of course, Carthage wins tonight. They win 42-0 over Jasper on the road. Of course, they're heading back. They still have not started district play, but they will be on the road again next week at San Benito, which is a pretty big school, if I remember correctly. And then the following week, October 10th, they will start district play against Center. So, Coach Surratt, Jim Davenport, Cass County Radio, KALT, just touching base with you. Congratulations on the win tonight, 42-0 versus Jasper. If you want to call back, I'm here, 903-650-7358. If not, we'll talk next week because I know you got a long drive next week. All right? So take care and have a good weekend. All right, so there you go. Coach Surratt was out. And, so let's look them up real quick. San Benito. All right, and, of course, Carthage is 4A Division II, and the San Benito Greyhounds are 6A. 6A. All right, and they're playing. Let's see, Laredo United, Austin Westlake, PSJA North, and then they played West Lasco. They lost 10-7 tonight, 21-3 the week before, 31-10, 66-0, 49-14, and then like I said, they'll be at home against Carthage and stuff. So yeah, but none of them have started district play. The Los Fresnos Falcons are in their district 6A football. They got good looking helmets though. Yeah. So there you go. All right. Who else do you want me to call? I'm willing to call anybody. Nobody. I'm willing to call anybody. You guys know that. You know, one of these days I'm going to get Canadians coach to answer the phone because, man, I want to talk to him so bad. I do. I got like a man crush on him or whatever you want to call it, you know. So, but I've called the school and left messages and never heard anything. So, you know what? We could reach out to Chris Cochran of Lindale. Man, they had a big win tonight, I believe. Yeah, let me verify that. They had a big win. Let's see, they were at home tonight, and yeah, they beat Tyler Chapel Hill 64-28. They are now 5-0. So let's reach out to Coach Cochran. All right, he may be like, "Who are you, dude?" But that's all right. I'm used to it. I'm used to coaches freaking out. All right, so let's do it. Let's call him. Maybe he'll answer. Maybe he won't. I mean, he'll be like, "Dude, it's at midnight." But we're gonna do it. All right, here we go.
Now let's go to the phone lines and talk to a winning coach on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic, Highway 59's Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
Telephone number 9. Can't take your call now.
All right, we're going to leave voicemail. Here we go.
Record your message. When you've finished recording, simply hang up or press pound for further options.
Coach Cochran, Jim Davenport of Cass County Radio, KALT. This is the Sonic, America's Drive-In High School Scoreboard Show. Big win tonight for you guys tonight. We've been watching you guys from afar. You're now 5-0. That was a big win for district opener for you. Next week you'll be on Palestine. I like your opportunity there. Would like to talk to you sometime when you have the opportunity. All right. Our phone number here is 903-650-7358. We do this show every Friday night, but we start between 10 and 10:30 and go to about 12:30, 1 o'clock. So if you want to add the phone number to your phone, would love to talk to you sometime, all right? But once again, congratulations with the win over Tyler Chapel Hill, 64-28. Until then, God bless and congratulations. All right, so there you go. That is Coach Cochran of the Lindale Eagles. Did you know our own Cass County Sheriff, Sheriff Larry Rowe, is a Lindale Eagle? Did you know that? If you didn't, you learned something new tonight. That's right. All right, the Hooks Hornets took on Queen City tonight, and they defeat Queen City 41-14. Coach Birdwell is not going to answer the phone. I could try to call Coach Edwards, though. You know, he may answer the phone. Let's see. He's the defensive coordinator. He's going to be in my other phone. Let me look at my phone real quick. How about that? Yeah, 41-14 for them. We'll try that. Oh my goodness. I don't even know my own phone code. Are you kidding me? All right. Let's see. So we talked, so the first coach we talked to tonight was Coach Regal. All right, well first, before we do anything else, we got to step aside for the midnight hours, station identification, FCC regulations. We got to do that. So we're going to step to the side and we'll be back after news, okay? This is the Cass County Radio, KALT, Sonic, America's Drive-In, High School Scoreboard, and Coaching Show. We'll be back after news.
Cass County Radio, KALT is KPYN AM 900 Atlanta, 95.5 FM K238BF Atlanta, and
TSN News. I'm Barbara Schwartz. In Austin, police say DNA evidence has helped them identify a new suspect in the unsolved killing of 4 teenage girls at a yogurt shop in 1991. Robert Eugene Brasher shot himself to death in 1999. He was a serial killer and a rapist who killed at least 3 people between 1990 and 1998 in South Carolina and Missouri. The gun he used to commit suicide is believed to be consistent with a bullet casing found in a drain inside the yogurt shop. The I Can't Believe It's Yogurt shop was then set on fire. The fate of the state's redrawn congressional maps will be in the hands of 3 federal judges in El Paso as court hearings begin next week. Here's Chris Fox.
There are multiple lawsuits against Texas consolidated for the 3-judge panel
Yeah.
Wednesday. The first filed by Hispanic civil rights groups led by LULAC, another spearheaded by the NAACP. They allege the new Republican-drawn maps intentionally dilute the voting power of Latino and black voters, violating the Voting Rights Act and the 14th Amendment, equal protection. Texas NAACP President Gary Bledsoe.
To give white voters 80% of the congressional districts and to limit black and brown voters to 20%, even though they are a vast majority of the population.
The Attorney General's office plans to argue the maps weren't drawn racially but by party affiliation. In Austin, Chris Fox, TSN News.
The drug company Eli Lilly making a major investment in Houston, is responding to the market for weight loss and obesity drugs. This week they've announced they're building a $6.5 billion plant in Houston. Gates to the State Fair of Texas opened this morning. Russell Scott asking fairgoers what their favorite thing is.
As soon as the gates opened here at the State Fair of Texas, people were headed out for coupons and then headed out to find their favorite part of the fair. And for most, that's food.
Probably the food, yeah, the attractions. Well,
I just had an awesome fruit cup.
Always like the nachos.
Definitely the Ferris wheel. Do that every year.
Corny dogs.
The turkey legs.
Patty melons.
And to go along with all the great food here at the Great State Fair of Texas, they've got all the animals, the lambs, the sheep, the goats. The petting zoo is open with some very tiny chicks. It's going to be a fun day at the State Fair of Texas. Russell Scott, TSN News.
Well,
yeah, they did.
Say they're working to restore
I tried to call them early.
Thousands of customers in Texas. Reports began coming in mid-afternoon.
So I was going through the phone earlier to see if I could find somebody.
South to San Antonio, and they say the problem was caused by a stray bullet. The majors tonight, the Rangers at Cleveland, the Astros at the LA Angels, Houston a game out of the final wild card spot. This is TSN News.
Marshall was off this week.
Call Frankel & Frankel first. Mark and Scott Frankel, the go-to car and truck wreck attorneys.
Gilmer lost again.
Have been fighting for your rights for over 25 years. Before becoming personal injury lawyers, they defended insurance companies, so they know all the tricks and tactics insurers use to deny your claim. Trust the experienced, family-owned, and highly awarded Frankel & Frankel.
When it gets after midnight, it's hard to call coaches that we don't know. You know what I mean?
Felony for an attorney to
Act's real funny about it.
directly or indirectly via third parties within the first 30 days after an accident. During this period, an attorney may only send a letter. Frankel & Frankel make it easy. From the free consultation to the very first phone call, they handle everything with no out-of-pocket costs. They only get paid when you win. If you or a loved one has been injured, reach out to Frankel & Frankel today at frankelfirm.com. That's F-R-E-N-K-E-L firm.com. Principal Office, Dallas, Texas.
The Justice Department files 2.
Coach Surratt's calling.
FBI Director James Comey, President Trump celebrating the indictment, charged with making false statements to Congress. This charge.
How you, Coach Surratt?
I'm doing good. We're just getting out and got everything unloaded and everything. I really missed you.
Okay, give me 35 seconds, okay?
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Until midnight, September 30th, to lock in a budget or there will be a government shutdown. This week, Trump canceled a scheduled meeting with top Democrats. In Iowa, the Des Moines Public School Superintendent has been detained by federal immigration officials. Ian Roberts arrested by ICE for overstaying a student visa issued in 1999.
Wow.
Star and Sinclair have brought Jimmy Kimmel's late night show back to their local TV stations. This affects viewers in nearly 30 markets, including Washington, D.C. and St. Louis. I'm Barbara Schwartz on the Texas State Network, TSN.
Chart toppers.
Throwbacks. And the biggest anthems.
All in one place.
On on your favorite hit music station. Cass County Radio, KALT AM 900 and 95.5 FM.
Cass County Radio, KALT. That's right. We are back. We've been rolling for a couple hours now, and this is the Sonic America's Drive-In Scoreboard and Coaches Show. We're at the point where we call coaches, we harass them, give them an opportunity to talk about their team, and, maybe talk about something we don't expect. You never know. But let's go to the phone line.
Now let's go to the phone lines and talk to a winning coach on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic, Highway 59's Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
Joining me on the phone line right now is the athletic director, head football coach of the Carthage Bulldogs. Big win tonight on the road at Jasper. They are back in Carthage, already unloaded and fixing to pack it up and head to the house. Coach Scott Surratt, how are you this evening?
I'm doing great, Jim. How are you?
I am great. You guys are sitting at 4-0. You got to feel pretty good.
Well, we are 4-0, and we had another little injury tonight, but yeah, we're 4-0, and we're excited to be 4-0.
No doubt about it. Now, you were doing a little traveling next week.
Yeah, just a little.
About
4.5 hours to Bay City and play San Benito.
Yep, playing San Benito Class 6A. Now, right now, at the point of Carthage's, where we're at, 10 state titles under your realm, always in the top, and at the top ranking stuff, there are people that just don't want to play you, so you have to go out further and further and further to find people.
Yeah, I mean, it's the old saying is, it is what it is, it's, we'd rather be that way than everybody calling us.
True, that is true. So, and of course, 6A, let me ask you something. I'm just going to be point blank with you. All right? You guys are a 4A powerhouse right now, with the realignment and everything. Do you feel there's a difference between 4A and 6A besides the size of the school?
Oh, yeah. As far as depth-wise, as far as the kids, the number of kids and, the size of offensive linemen and defensive linemen, it'd definitely be a difference.
Well, all right. So with that then, is there any concern on your side of saying, well, we're going to play these guys, they're going to be bigger. The following week we're going to start district, and I really don't want anybody getting hurt. How do you address that?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. Yeah, we're just going to play our game. We played them last year. We matched up well with them, obviously, and I think we'll do that again.
Okay. All right. Now, when you said earlier you had an injury, or we're not talking about season ending, are we? Just maybe a little bump and bruise?
No, just your tailback, KJ Edwards, he didn't have 2 or 3 carries, and he banged his ankle up, and so we got to get him back, obviously.
Absolutely. And so being a non-district game next week, maybe not seeing the action, just strengthen his ankle up for the district play?
Yeah, I hope he can go a little next week just because we'd like to see everybody play, but
All right, well, what are you seeing in your team this year? And I know it's so hard to compare apples and oranges from last year to this year because it's 2 different teams. But what are you seeing maybe different, maybe better, maybe worse with the Carthage Bulldogs from this year from last year?
I don't know if it's different. We're just going to play hard. We don't have as much as we've had.
Right.
And the injury bug has hit us quite a bit. Guys have stepped up, but we got to quit losing them at some point. Anyway,
so definitely, like you said, the injury bug is the big thing this year for you guys. Now, with that being said, is the injury bug more nicks and bruises, or do you think more serious than that?
Well, we got two phenomenal players that's out, and they hadn't played yet. And so one of them's a hamstring, one of them is a thigh, and every time they try to think they're going to get back, and it was setback. So hopefully we get those guys back before long. And we had a collarbone broke last week. It was a 3-year starter.
Yeah.
Hadn't had surgery. And hopefully we can play long enough where he can come back and play.
Absolutely, yeah.
We got a tackle coming off knee surgery. He should be back, probably in 2 or 3 weeks. So, anyway, we just keep playing it. Just next man up, just keep playing and see what happens.
Absolutely. Now, let me ask you this. On the thigh, is that like one of those deep thigh bruises?
No, it's a muscle. It's inside, so.
Really?
Yeah, and he's a really good player, Cade Ross.
Yeah.
And then Junior Henderson, he's committed to Arkansas, hasn't played yet. We got to get him back. Yeah, 18 touchdowns. Between those two, they had almost 30 touchdowns last year. So they'd help obviously get them back.
Absolutely. Well, I don't know if you're a big Facebook guy, but behind me is a nice looking Razorback. So.
I don't have any of that.
Okay, well, you're smart. You're smart, but Facebook can be a good thing also, for media. So that's why we use it. Okay. Well, I know you're trying to get home and all that, and see the family before they go to bed, and then you got a big day tomorrow. So Godspeed to you, and hopefully some of this injury bug will shake off, and you guys will just get stronger as a team.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it, Jim. Always, it's a pleasure to be on.
All right. Well, we'll talk next week after you take care of business. All right.
Sounds good. Have
a
great weekend.
You too. Bye-bye. All right. That's Coach Surratt, Scott Surratt, originally from Cass County. Always a pleasure to talk to him. And here's the one thing that I'm going to say about Coach Surratt. Okay. Coach Surratt has won 10 state titles. 10. Okay. I'm going to say that again. He's won 10 state titles. The most recent one was last year. I have the utmost respect for him. Have I ever met him in person? Absolutely not. Have I seen him? Yes. But I haven't ran up and go, oh. But you know what? Every time we talk on the phone, we always have a respectful conversation. And he doesn't owe me for anything. He doesn't. But he's always good to me. So, automatic fan for me. All right? I am a fan. All right? Yeah. So there you go. All right. Liberty Ilo did not play tonight. They were on a bye. Texas High won 26-3 over Clarksville. We did try to reach out to Coach Stanford and did not find him. And then Arkansas High. Let me see if I can find them again. Let me see, because they are they not 4A? I think they're 4A. If they're not, they're 5A. It looks like they're 5A. All right, hold on. Let's go back up to 5A, because I don't think they're 6A. All right, there they are right there. They are 0-4. Yeah, so that means they lost. So, yeah. Yeah, they lost. So, there you go. All right, so let me click on their 2025 schedule. All right, so tonight they took on Magnolia, and Magnolia beat them 36-0 at home. Arkansas High was at home. The week before that, they played, or 2 weeks prior to that, they played El Dorado and lost 48-14. And then the week before that, they took on the Morrilton Devil Dogs, and Devil Dogs won 41-25. And then Little Rock Catholic, the first week of the season, beat them 21-20. Their next game will be Camden Fairview next week on the road. So there you go. There is the Kilgore wins again. That, I tell you what, Carthage beat Kilgore, right? 21-10. But Kilgore, my gosh, they are so good. They are so good. They are just, they're almost intimidating, you know what I mean? So it's crazy. But they're another program that's successful and does well and stuff. But the Kilgore Bulldogs, they're 4-1. Like I said, their first loss was to Carthage, 21-10. Since then, they beat White House 49-14. They beat Gilmer 66-6. They beat Pleasant Grove 18-6, and then they beat Pine Tree 35-7. They're ranked number 3 in 4A Division 1. All right, in their district is the Henderson Lions, Lindale Eagles, Pine Tree Pirates, and of course that's who they beat tonight. The Maybake Panthers, which I don't think they'll have a shot. Palestine Wildcats, they're 0-5, and then the Tyler Chapel Hill Bulldogs, who are 3-2. Lindale beat them like a yard dog tonight. So the teams in this division, it's going to come down to Henderson, Kilgore, and Lindale. That'll be your top 3 for the district right there. Lindale, Henderson, Kilgore. And me personally, I think it's going to be Lindale and Kilgore. I mean, Henderson's had some good wins, don't get me wrong. They beat Liberty Ilo 52-13. They beat Jacksonville 50-2. They beat Gainesville 56-7. And then tonight they won district play 67-31 over Palestine. But like I said, Palestine's 0-5. And I'm not knocking Palestine, but who have they lost to? They lost to Nacogdoches 35-14. They lost to Jasper 21-8. Lost to Athens 48-7. Marshall 41-0. And then again, like I said, to Henderson 67-31. So if I was going to pick the top 2 in their district, for me, it'd be Lindale and Kilgore. Because let's look at Lindale. Lindale beat Hallsville 31-7. They beat Mount Pleasant 28-27. They beat Van 56-49. Gilmer 35-23. And then Tyler Chapel Hill 64-28. What's going to happen with Lindale is they're going to outscore everybody. They're going to definitely outscore everybody. So just keep that in mind right there. Okay? Yeah. So they're going to try to outscore everybody and then, maybe get a stop here and there. So you don't know unless you're watching what's going on. Okay? All right. Let's see. I'm trying to see. Yeah, we can try Coach Wells. Let's see if he'll answer. He may be like, dude, it is after 12 o'clock, and I'd hate to stop doing the show that early. You know what I mean? So let's do that. Let's go. Keypad. Let's go. He may still be. He may already be in bed, but we'll give it a shot. Let's go for it. Okay. Let's go.
Now let's go to the phone lines and talk to a winning coach on the Sonic Scoreboard. Brought to you by Sonic, Highway 59's Atlanta. Now open till 2 a.m. with all of your favorites.
All right, we're going to go to the phone line now, and we're going to see if Coach Wells has joined us this morning. Coach Wells, you there?
Yes, sir.
All right. Hey, Jim Davenport, Cass County Radio, KALT, Sonic America's Drive-Ins, High School Scoreboard and Coaches Show. We go down the scoreboards. We call coaches that win. We like to harass them, talk to them, let them talk about their kids. Talk about a great year for you guys so far. 5-0. And, of course, tonight, opened up district at home against ARP. Big win, 42-6. What say you about your Troop Tigers?
Well, first off, just super proud of our kids. We got a really experienced team coming back. Most of them started as sophomores a year ago, and we have a lot of kids back this year. Really experienced team, and we got some really good players, and they get after it.
No doubt about it. And of course, you're ranked number 9 in 3A Division 2, and I know you, being a coach, you're like, Jim, I don't care about all that. Now the kids may, but you guys have been playing some pretty good teams. You took on Rusk, right? Beat them 20-3. Took on Edgewood, and Edgewood, I mean, they've been pretty good, of late. The last couple of years, they've done a great job. Shelbyville could be a physical team, but you guys handled them pretty good. Harleton, same thing. First year coach there with Coach Durati, and actually had to come in late because of track and everything. They were doing so well, but still. You're whoever you're put up in front of, you're like, okay, we're taking you out, we're taking care of business. So, as you said, you're proud of the kids with all the experience they've got. looking down the schedule, you got the West Rusk Raiders, you got, let's see, who else? Elkhart, Winona, Buffalo, New Diana. So, who are you looking at as being the hurdle that you're going to have to climb over? Are you looking at one game at a time?
Yeah,
How are you doing?
We really just focus on the next opponent. That's what we've always done, and our kids do a really good job of not looking ahead or not looking behind. They really do a good job of focusing on the task at hand, whoever it is that week. And, here tomorrow we'll get ready to work on Elkhart, and so that'll be our focus.
So what day of the week do you guys watch film? Do you guys watch film on Mondays with the kids, or I know you're watching?
Yeah, we watch it Monday, Tuesday, every day. Starting Monday.
Okay. So, but for the game that you guys play tonight, when do you watch films with the players?
Well, we watch Monday.
Okay. Yeah, and then you get on to them for what they did right and what they did wrong.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. How are you guys health-wise? Strong? 100%?
Well, we're not 100%, but we're pretty close. We had a few kids out tonight, and we should be getting them back next week, and so we should be pretty healthy going into the next game, and so I'm happy about that.
Absolutely. Well, with New Diana, they've got a new coach this year. Coach Pitts moved on and everything. But how long have you been at Troop altogether?
This is my 8th year at Troop.
Okay, and you love it.
Oh yeah, it's a great place. All my kids have graduated from here. My 2 girls, and then my son's a junior. So it's been a really good place for us.
So you're hoping to at least be there another year and a half, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I got you.
Absolutely.
All right, and what about your coaching staff? How long have you had all these guys?
Well, most of our group has been here the whole time. Offensive coordinator's been here he's been here a long time, 15 years or so.
Okay.
Our defensive coordinator, when I got the head job, he came with me. He'd been my defense coordinator before, and he came with me, so he's been here 4. So most of the core of our staff has been here for at least 8.
That's good. Yeah. Well, your core is the most important part of the coaching staff.
Sure.
Yeah, because you got to be able to trust your fellow man. That's for sure.
Yeah, we're very fortunate for sure.
All right. Well, since this is the first time we've talked, I'm going to ask you a couple of personal questions. Are you a Cowboy fan?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. All right, who's your college team?
Well, I graduated and played at Sam Houston, so that's number 1. But since the 80s, since Bear Bryant was towards the end of his career, I was an Alabama fan, so I still am. And so that's where I wanted to play when I was in high school and stuff. And obviously I wasn't good enough, and so I got to go to Sam Houston, and so that was great. And so anyway, I always root for Bama.
So you had fun rooting against the Longhorns last week, right?
Well, I do always want the Texas teams to do good.
Okay.
But that's always a tough feeling.
Yeah.
Alabama and Texas are playing, or Alabama and A&M and that kind of thing. But anyway.
No doubt about it. I got you. Well, I'm a Razorback fan, so that I'm just totally messed up, So, but I moved to Texas to make Texas great again. That's what I did.
That's right.
All right. Well, so how long have you been married?
Oh man, let's see, 23 years.
Okay. Are you asking me, or are you making sure?
I got enough in my head to make sure I'm right. So, yeah, 23 years.
Okay. All right. Well, here's what I want you to do. You got my number. All right.
Okay.
You can either block it or you can save it. All right. But I'll try to call you earlier next time. Okay.
Okay, that'd be good.
All right, because you're probably already at the house, aren't you?
Oh no, I'm not. I don't leave here until about 2 or 3 in the morning.
Okay. All right. What time do you get there in the mornings during the week?
During the week?
Yeah.
Man, about 6:45, 7.
All right. Well, I got you about a couple hours there, so I get here at 4:30 in the mornings.
Oh,
yeah, and I'm dying right now. I'm not gonna lie. All right. Well, like I said, my name's Jim, and Coach Wells, I appreciate you being a good sport. I really do.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, and I'm gonna lock your number in, and we'll talk again. Okay?
Sounds good.
All right.
so much.
Take care and good luck next week.
All right. Thanks.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. Hey, really like that guy right there, Coach Wells. 5-0 on the season. Going to be taking on Elkhart next week. Elkhart is 0-1 in district play, 1-4 on the season. And let's see, they played Lovelady, Warren, Kearns, and Corrigan Camden, and then they lost to West Rusk, which, I mean, West Rusk is good, right? I mean, let's just be honest with each other, okay? They're good. So, all right, you know what? We'll try to call him, right? Yeah, Coach McLean. I think I've got his number in here. He may say, dude, why didn't you call me earlier? They had a big win tonight. Yeah. Even, yeah, I got his number in here. So, all right, so we're going to reach out to him right now. Let's see if he answers. All right, let's go. I'm not even going to play the music. We're just going to call him. He's like, dude, it is 12:24, Jim.
Hello.
Coach McLean!
Yes, sir.
Hey, Jim Davenport, Cass County Radio. How are you?
Yes, I'm good. How are you?
I am great. Big win for you guys tonight to start district play.
Yes, sir.
57-20 at home. So you brought the game to the home crowd. That's a big win for you guys.
Absolutely. Kids played a great game from beginning to end. I was really proud of them.
Absolutely. Well, guess what? Coach Morton goes, you see the Mount Vernon score? And I said, I did. He goes, that's a big win. That's a good ball team right there. I was like, look at Coach Morton talking about Coach McLean, his Mount Vernon Tigers.
I appreciate it greatly.
Well, I'll smack him upside his head Monday at the coach's show for you if you want me to. All right, so putting up 57 points, was that all offense, or did you have some defensive touchdowns?
We did have one. Ryder Bowers with a nice scoop-it score for, don't hold me to this, but I want to say right around a 60-yard return.
Okay, because I counted 62. No, I'm just kidding. I'm messing with you. So it's always cool to see a defensive touchdown like that, for sure.
100%. We've our guys have done a great job the first few weeks of creating fumbles. We haven't been as fortunate as far as the bounces, getting them to go our way so we can recover them.
Right.
You know, we got that one, and Ryder is a great athlete, and he knows what to do with the ball in his hands. So when he got the bounce, he scooped and he took off, and nobody was going to catch him.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you I'm a fan of one of your kids automatically. All right. I watched the game on Rabbit TV, but I listened to the radio. Dylan Thompson, Laney Geisler, and Eric McCall called the game last week against Atlanta. That Witherspoon kid, my gosh,
he's a stud, man.
He is.
I kind of broke one of my golden rules the first 4 weeks of the season, and we loaded him up from a carry standpoint. But I mean, it's really tough to do anything else when the kid's getting 35, 40 carries a game and he's averaging 8.5 a pop.
Yeah.
We backed off his carry number tonight, but he still went for over 100 and 3 touchdowns, but did all that off of 13 carries. So
is he sitting? He's sitting around 1,300 yards. Then is that not right? 1,350.
He should be floating right at about 1,300 yards and 17 touchdowns.
Yeah. So I'm just trying to impress you that I knew that.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
Well, no, I mean against Atlanta last week, he had 65 yards, I think.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and then before that, he was at 900 something yards in the first 3 games, wasn't it?
Yeah, after the first 3 games, he was 7 shy of 1,000.
Yeah, crazy. I mean, that's awesome. But what I was impressed with was when you did the Wildcat, or if you want to call it the Wild Tiger, whatever you want to call it. I think it was a 4th down and 4 play in Atlanta territory last week, and he took the snap and just bulled his way down. He starts in the middle and then just kind of peels off the right side and just bulls his way down. And I was just impressed with the kid.
100%. He's obviously a very gifted, phenomenal running back, but he's an even better kid. Great leader on our team. He's a captain. He's phenomenal work ethic, and he's poised to finish this season the exact same way that he started it.
if not better. And somebody at some point is going to quit playing scared, and they're going to pull the trigger and offer that young man, and they're going to get an absolute steal at the next level, because he is, bar none, a college football player.
You're telling me he doesn't have an offer?
He does not have a single legitimate offer, and I got a bunch of people standing on the outside of the circle saying we'll be second. Everybody's scared to be first, and I'm telling you right now, he's the kind of kid that whoever falls in love with him first, he's probably going to fall in love right back. So
Absolutely.
The guy caught standing at the dance when I had a chance to ask.
That is insane. Wow. Well, what's he running in the 40?
40, I believe. We took him to a camp this summer, and hand time he was low 4.5. I want to say 4.52. But he's been an 11.0 guy in the 100 meter. He's been, he's flirted with 10.9. He's football fast. I've yet to see him. He's got, after tonight, I believe he's got 7 rushes for over 50 yards. And when you have 3 touchdowns of 65 yards or more, and they don't require you to change directions a lot, at some point we got to stop worrying about times and we got to start worrying about football.
Wow, that isn't. I can't get over that. Wow. I'm
all your local football coaches, and let's see if we can change that, because I'm telling you, as soon as the first one comes, everybody else is going to try and join in, and it might be a little bit too late.
I mean, at this point, even if an NAIA or Division III school reaches out, come on. You know what I mean?
Right.
That is insane. Because, like I said, number one, he's tough. He's tenacious. He's got the speed. Let's go. How big is he?
He's 5'10", plays at about 178, 180. But he's got the potential once he gets into a collegiate nutrition and strength conditioning program to play in that mid 190s.
Yeah, and still be able to keep his speed.
100%.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, that's crazy. You do have a good-looking offensive line too. I will say that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so.
And we make sure that everybody knows it. Dawson's a great running back, and he's a great athlete. But that offensive line is a big portion of his ability to be a one cut and go kind of guy, because the creases are there and they do a great job of creating those creases and moving that line of scrimmage downfield and getting great push.
Absolutely. Well, let me ask you this, all right? Because I know, all you coaches do the same thing, and I'm calling you out on it. When you guys get in the maybe at halftime, maybe even after the game, you guys grab your phones and pull up the thing to see who's doing what. Were you a little shocked tonight about one certain team?
I will tell you this. Athletically, I knew that had the potential to be a really good game. I would not say that I was completely surprised by Commerce winning.
Right.
I would say that I'm a little surprised by how much.
Yeah.
So.
And on the road.
Correct.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you, I was shocked. But you know more than I do. But I was still shocked.
Commerce has always been a team that, from an athletic standpoint, they're always going to have playmakers.
Right.
And McSheffrey does a really good job. And it's one of those things where you don't want to be the team that catches them on one of those nights where they're firing on all cylinders, because they do have the ability to be that explosive.
Well, my thing is they played Edgewood, right, and lost a close ball game, but Edgewood is not the Edgewood of old. You know what I mean? They're still good. Don't get me wrong. I'm not knocking their coach or anything, but I don't know. I was kind of surprised.
Any given Friday night, you never know.
You are right. You are right. You are right. You are right. All right. So looking at district overall. All right, Emory Reigns wins tonight. And then, of course, you guys win tonight. Malakoff was off, but Emory takes care of business against Eustis 29-20. Was there any other shocking games tonight for you?
As far as 3A goes, I know that I know that Gladewater had a great game. I say
Yes.
I heard that Gladewater had a great game against Jefferson with big comeback. You know, I'm also not going to sit here and pretend that I'm well versed on a lot of these teams right now. We're just focused on trying to take care of business and continue to move in the right direction. I'm trying to give you a little bit of coach speak because I know that's what you really want to hear.
Well, I'll just tell you this. Gladewater trailed 27-11 and came back onside kicks and some field goals and stuff like that. Coach Lewis was very excited. It was hard to contain himself, because it's hard to win in Jefferson.
And I will say, from previous school, looking at the 2A district that I used to be in, Pewitt with a big win against Cooper. That was good. And then Coach Griffin over at Como-Picton deserves a heck of a shout out because they took care of business against Alba Golden tonight, and he's doing a great job over there in his second year. Really happy for him.
Absolutely. Well, Coach Russell at Pewitt, I can't get him to answer the phone. I'm like, dude. Well, he's 4-1, and he was at home tonight. I mean, come on, answer the phone, dude. But he's done a great job turning the program around. There's no doubt about it. Over there. But so if Como doesn't ever answer the phone, I can just tell you to call him and say, get him on the phone, right?
Yeah, I'll let him know. Hey, this isn't. They're not trying to sell you an extended warranty.
If he'll buy it, I'll sell it to him. I'll say that.
There you go.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, I know. Are you already at home?
When you called, I was pulling up to the house.
I figured.
Outside because the toddlers were going nuts.
Yeah, I figured. All right. Well, I know it's getting late, so I'll go ahead and let you go. Plus, I told everybody I was cutting it off at 12:30, and it's already 12:35. So, but hey, keep taking care of business. We'll talk again. Okay.
Yes, sir. We're going to try to. I appreciate it. Have a good night.
All right. You too.
Thanks.
All right. Bye. That's Coach McLean, the head coach and athletic director of the Mount Vernon Tigers. Man, how about that? Witherspoon. You Atlanta fans that have seen him play and the kid doesn't have an offer, are you kidding me? I don't understand it. All right, well, guess what? That's going to do it for me. I hope all of you have a great night. I got to be up early in the morning anyway. If Arkansas defense can make a stop and we don't fumble, maybe we can start winning some ball games. I'm still upset at the last two games right now. But yeah, we got the Notre Dame Irish tomorrow day. But hey, I appreciate everybody's participation. The new setup, it's going to take a little bit for me to get used to, but I'll figure it out. All right? All right. Well, until Monday, I hope all of you have a great weekend. And God bless all of you. I'm just going to say that, okay? But we'll see you next time right here on Cass County Radio, KALT, Cass County, your local radio station, 900 AM, 95.5 FM, the World Wide Web, CassCountyRadio.com, and Roku, Live 365, and hey, Alexa, play Cass County Radio. And don't forget, there's an app for that. Cass County Radio, KALT. It's the logo right here behind me. All right? All right, until then, take care, God bless, and happy Friday Night Lights.
Years of experience. Let our family help your